Love psychology. Love is the most powerful force that shapes our lives, guiding our choices, dreams, and the very essence of who we are. It's the thread that weaves together our relationships, our sense of self, and our connection to the world around us. Yet, love is also one of the most misunderstood aspects of human experience, often leaving us bewildered, vulnerable, and searching for answers. This book is a journey into the depths of love psychology, offering insights into how our minds and hearts work in the complex dance of relationships. Whether you're seeking to understand the biological foundations that drive your emotions, the role of attachment styles formed in childhood, or the subtle nuances of communication that can either strengthen or strain your bond with others, this book is designed to be a guide to understanding, healing, and growing. As you turn these pages, my hope is that you'll gain the tools to take the wheel of your own life, steering your relationships with greater clarity, confidence, and compassion. You'll explore the many faces of love, from the initial spark of attraction to the deep connection of long-term commitment, from the joy of shared intimacy to the challenges of loss and grief. You'll learn about the dark sides of love, obsession, jealousy, control, and how to navigate these treacherous waters with wisdom and grace. But most importantly, this book is about empowering you. It's about helping you understand the inner workings of your mind so that you can make better choices in your love life. It's about realizing that love, in all its forms, starts with self-awareness and self-love. When you understand yourself better, you can love others more fully, and create relationships that are fulfilling, authentic, and lasting. Chapter 1: The Nature of Love. Love is a complex, multifaceted emotion that shapes our experiences, decisions, and sense of identity. It is not just one feeling but a collection of emotions, actions, and commitments that drive our relationships and influence our lives. To understand love, we must first explore its different forms and how they manifest in our daily lives. Romantic love is perhaps the most celebrated type of love, often depicted in literature, movies, and art. It's the deep emotional connection that pulls us toward another person, often accompanied by intense feelings of passion, desire, and intimacy. This love motivates us to form bonds, build families, and create lasting partnerships. However, it's important to recognize that romantic love is not the only, or even the most important, form of love. Familial love is the bond that connects us with our family members. This type of love is rooted in loyalty, care, and the shared experiences of growing up together. It's the love that provides a sense of security and belonging, the foundation upon which we build our emotional lives. While familial love is often unconditional, it can also be complex, shaped by family dynamics, traditions, and expectations. Platonic love refers to deep friendships that provide emotional support and companionship without the romantic or physical aspect. These relationships are crucial for our well-being, offering a different type of connection that can be just as fulfilling as romantic or familial love. Platonic love often fills the gaps left by other types of love, providing balance and perspective in our lives. Self-love is the foundation of all other types of love. It's the deep respect and care you have for yourself, recognizing your own worth and treating yourself with kindness. Without self-love, it's challenging to fully engage in healthy relationships with others. Self-love is not about being selfish or narcissistic, it's about understanding and accepting yourself so that you can love others from a place of wholeness. Love, in all its forms, is central to the human experience. Understanding its different types, romantic, familial, platonic, and self-love, provides a foundation for navigating relationships with greater awareness and intention. Remember, love is not just something you feel, it's something you do. It's a choice you make every day in how you treat yourself and others. As you continue this journey through the psychology of love, keep in mind that understanding and embracing love in all its forms is key to living a fulfilling and connected life. Chapter 2: Biological Foundations of Love. Love is also a complex interplay of biology, chemistry, and psychology. To fully understand love, we need to explore the biological underpinnings that drive our emotions and behaviors. At the heart of this exploration are the hormones and neurobiological processes that shape how we experience love and attachment. The role of hormones in love. Hormones are the chemical messengers that play a crucial role in how we experience love. Three key hormones, oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, are particularly important in regulating the feelings and behaviors associated with love. Oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, is central to forming bonds and building trust. Released during physical touch, such as hugging or holding hands, oxytocin helps deepen emotional connections. It's also released during childbirth and breastfeeding, reinforcing the bond between mother and child. But oxytocin isn't limited to romantic or familial love. It plays a role in social bonding as well, promoting feelings of empathy and closeness in friendships and group settings. Dopamine is another key player in the chemistry of love. Known as the pleasure hormone, dopamine is linked to the reward system of the brain. When you experience something pleasurable, like being with someone you love, dopamine is released, creating feelings of happiness and euphoria. This release encourages you to seek out those experiences again and again, reinforcing the connection with your partner. Dopamine is particularly active during the early stages of romantic love, contributing to the intense emotions and excitement often associated with new relationships. Serotonin is a hormone that helps regulate mood, and it has a unique role in love. During the early stages of falling in love, serotonin levels can actually decrease, which might explain the obsessive thoughts and behaviors often seen in new relationships. Over time, as the relationship stabilizes, serotonin levels return to normal, helping to regulate mood and maintain emotional balance. This shift is part of what transitions love from the intense, passionate phase to a more stable, enduring connection. Neurobiology of attachment and bonding. While hormones set the stage, the brain's architecture determines how love and attachment are experienced. Understanding the neurobiology of attachment gives us insight into why we form bonds and how these bonds are maintained over time. The ventral tegmental area, VTA, is a critical part of the brain's reward system and is heavily involved in the feelings of pleasure and reward associated with love. When you're in love, the VTA releases dopamine, which then interacts with other parts of the brain to create feelings of joy and desire. This process not only reinforces the bond with your partner but also helps create the addictive qualities of love, making you want to spend more time with the person you love. Another important area is the caudate nucleus, which is involved in the formation of attachment. This part of the brain helps us form memories and associations with our loved ones, reinforcing the emotional connection over time. The caudate nucleus is particularly active when we think about or see our partner, which helps to explain why we often feel a sense of comfort and security in their presence. The amygdala, known for its role in processing emotions, particularly fear and anxiety, is also involved in attachment. During the early stages of love, the amygdala's activity decreases, which might explain why new lovers often feel more courageous and less anxious about taking risks. As the relationship progresses, the amygdala's activity normalizes, helping to manage emotional responses and maintain a balanced attachment. Finally, the hypothalamus plays a role in regulating many of the body's functions, including stress and arousal. It also influences the release of oxytocin, reinforcing the bond between partners and promoting feelings of closeness and security. Love is far more than a simple emotion, it's a biological process deeply rooted in our brain chemistry and neural networks. Understanding the roles of oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin helps us grasp why love feels so good, and sometimes, why it can be so overwhelming. The brain's reward system, through areas like the VTA and caudate nucleus, works in tandem with these hormones to create the powerful experiences of attachment and bonding. As you navigate your relationships, remember that these biological processes are working behind the scenes, influencing your emotions and decisions. By understanding them, you gain insight into how your mind and body work together to create love. This knowledge empowers you to make more informed choices, build stronger connections, and foster healthier, more fulfilling relationships. In the end, love is as much about understanding your biology as it is about following your heart. When you know what's happening inside your brain, you can better navigate the complexities of love, leading to more meaningful and lasting connections. Chapter 3: Attachment Theory and Love. Understanding the role of attachment in love is crucial to navigating and improving your relationships. Attachment theory, originally developed by John Bowlby and later expanded by Mary Ainsworth, provides a framework for understanding how early experiences with caregivers shape the way we connect with others throughout our lives. These early experiences create attachment styles that carry over into adulthood, influencing our romantic relationships, friendships, and even our self-concept. Attachment styles in adult relationships. Attachment styles are generally categorized into 4 types: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Each style reflects a different way of relating to others, particularly in romantic relationships. Knowing your attachment style, and that of your partner, can give you valuable insight into your relationship dynamics. Secure attachment. People with a secure attachment style tend to have healthy, balanced relationships. They are comfortable with intimacy and independence, and they generally have a positive view of themselves and others. Securely attached individuals are typically able to communicate effectively, manage conflicts constructively, and provide emotional support to their partners. Key characteristics: trusting, emotionally stable, comfortable with closeness, and able to form long-lasting relationships. Relationship dynamics: securely attached individuals tend to enjoy more satisfying and enduring relationships. They can navigate the ups and downs of a relationship with resilience and flexibility. If you have a secure attachment style, you likely feel confident in your relationships and can rely on your partner without becoming overly dependent. Anxious attachment. Those with an anxious attachment style often crave closeness and intimacy but are also plagued by fears of abandonment and rejection. They may be overly concerned with their partner's availability and responsiveness, leading to behaviors that can strain the relationship. Key characteristics: preoccupied with the relationship, needing constant reassurance, and fearing abandonment. Relationship dynamics: anxiously attached individuals may experience higher levels of relationship stress, often feeling insecure about their partner's feelings. This can lead to clinginess, jealousy, or overly controlling behavior, which can push partners away. If you have an anxious attachment style, you might find yourself constantly seeking validation and worrying about your relationship's stability. Avoidant attachment. People with an avoidant attachment style tend to value their independence and often feel uncomfortable with too much closeness. They may keep their partners at a distance, both emotionally and physically, and struggle with vulnerability. Key characteristics: self-reliant, emotionally distant, and uncomfortable with too much intimacy. Relationship dynamics: avoidantly attached individuals might have difficulty forming deep connections, often appearing aloof or uninvested in their relationships. They might prioritize personal space over the relationship, leading to feelings of neglect in their partners. If you have an avoidant attachment style, you might prioritize your independence over intimacy, sometimes at the expense of emotional connection. Disorganized attachment. A disorganized attachment style is often the result of trauma or inconsistent caregiving in childhood. Adults with this attachment style display a mix of anxious and avoidant behaviors, often experiencing a push-pull dynamic in relationships. Key characteristics: fearful of closeness but also yearning for it, erratic behavior, and difficulty trusting others. Relationship dynamics: disorganized attachment can lead to chaotic and unstable relationships. These individuals might struggle with trusting their partners, often swinging between extremes of needing closeness and pushing their partner away. If you have a disorganized attachment style, you may find relationships challenging, often feeling torn between a desire for intimacy and a fear of being hurt. Impact of early attachment on adult romantic relationships. The attachment style you develop in childhood typically carries over into adulthood, shaping how you approach and experience romantic relationships. Early attachment experiences with caregivers, whether secure, anxious, avoidant, or inconsistent, lay the foundation for how you relate to others later in life. Secure childhood attachment. Children who experience secure attachment with their caregivers, where their needs are consistently met with warmth and reliability, are more likely to develop into adults with secure attachment styles. They generally have a positive view of themselves and others, making them well-equipped to form healthy, trusting relationships. Adult outcome: as adults, these individuals are likely to experience satisfying, stable relationships. They trust others and are comfortable with both intimacy and independence. Anxious childhood attachment. Children who experience inconsistent caregiving, where their emotional needs are sometimes met and sometimes ignored, may develop an anxious attachment style. This inconsistency can lead to a deep-seated fear of abandonment and a heightened need for reassurance. Adult outcome: in adulthood, these individuals may struggle with insecurity in relationships, often needing constant affirmation from their partners. They might become overly dependent or display controlling behaviors to avoid perceived abandonment. Avoidant childhood attachment. Children whose caregivers are emotionally unavailable or dismissive may develop an avoidant attachment style. These children learn to rely on themselves and suppress their emotional needs to avoid rejection. Adult outcome: as adults, avoidantly attached individuals may have difficulty with emotional intimacy. They often prefer to keep others at a distance and may prioritize independence over closeness in relationships. Disorganized childhood attachment. Children who experience trauma or inconsistent care, where caregivers are a source of both comfort and fear, may develop a disorganized attachment style. This can lead to confusion about relationships and a tendency to approach love with both longing and fear. Adult outcome: in adulthood, these individuals may struggle with chaotic relationships, swinging between intense neediness and extreme distancing. They might find it difficult to trust others and may experience significant emotional turmoil in relationships. Attachment and relationship satisfaction. Your attachment style has a profound impact on your relationship satisfaction. Securely attached individuals tend to enjoy higher levels of relationship satisfaction because they approach relationships with trust, open communication, and emotional stability. They are better equipped to handle conflicts and are more likely to support their partners in meaningful ways. In contrast, anxiously attached individuals may experience lower relationship satisfaction due to their constant need for reassurance and fear of abandonment. This can create a cycle of dependence and conflict that strains the relationship. Avoidantly attached individuals might also struggle with relationship satisfaction, often because they are uncomfortable with emotional closeness. Their need for independence can lead to a lack of emotional connection with their partners, resulting in feelings of loneliness and dissatisfaction. Disorganized attachment often leads to the lowest levels of relationship satisfaction. The unpredictable and chaotic nature of their attachment behavior can create instability and insecurity in their relationships, making it difficult to build a solid, lasting connection. Can attachment styles change over time? One of the most common questions people ask about attachment theory is whether their attachment style can change. The good news is that attachment styles can change, though it often requires conscious effort and, in some cases, therapy. Factors that influence change. Several factors can influence a shift in attachment style. Healthy relationships. Being in a relationship with a securely attached partner can help someone with an anxious or avoidant attachment style develop more secure attachment behaviors. Self-awareness. Understanding your attachment style is the first step toward change. Once you recognize your patterns, you can work on developing healthier ways of relating to others. Therapy. Working with a therapist, especially one trained in attachment theory, can help you explore your attachment style and work on changing it. Therapy can provide tools for building trust, improving communication, and fostering emotional intimacy. Personal growth. Life experiences, such as overcoming challenges or engaging in personal development, can also lead to changes in attachment style. As you grow and evolve, so too can your approach to relationships. The process of change. Changing your attachment style isn't easy, it's a process that takes time, patience, and persistence. It involves self-reflection, where you critically examine your relationship patterns, triggers, and behaviors. You may need to confront uncomfortable truths about how you relate to others and where those patterns originated. Building secure behaviors. Start by cultivating behaviors associated with secure attachment. This might include practicing open communication, setting healthy boundaries, and working on emotional regulation. It's also important to learn how to ask for and receive support in relationships. Mindfulness and emotional regulation. Being mindful of your emotions and responses can help you manage the anxiety or avoidance that comes with insecure attachment styles. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can help you stay grounded and responsive rather than reactive. Nurturing relationships. Focus on building and maintaining healthy, supportive relationships. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries, provide emotional support, and encourage your personal growth. Positive relationships can reinforce secure attachment behaviors. Understanding your attachment style is a powerful tool for improving your relationships. Whether you identify with secure, anxious, avoidant, or disorganized attachment, knowing your style helps you recognize patterns in your behavior and relationships. It allows you to take proactive steps toward building healthier, more fulfilling connections. Remember, your attachment style isn't set in stone. With awareness, effort, and the right support, you can move towards a more secure attachment style, leading to better relationship satisfaction and emotional well-being. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, know that each step you take brings you closer to the love and connection you deserve. Chapter 4: The Role of Emotion in Love. Love is often described as a whirlwind of emotions, and indeed, it is our emotional experiences that make love so powerful, memorable, and sometimes challenging. To understand love deeply, we need to explore the emotional components that drive it: passion, intimacy, and commitment, and how we manage these emotions to maintain healthy relationships. In addition, the concepts of emotional intelligence and vulnerability are key to building and sustaining love over time. Emotional components of love: passion, intimacy, and commitment. Love is not a single emotion but a combination of several, each playing a distinct role in relationships. Psychologist Robert Sternberg's triangular theory of love breaks down love into three core components: passion, intimacy, and commitment. Understanding these elements can help you navigate your own relationships with greater clarity. Passion is the emotional and physical arousal that we feel in the early stages of love. It's the excitement, desire, and sometimes obsession that often characterize new romantic relationships. Passion is what drives the initial attraction and can create a sense of urgency and longing. The role of passion: while passion is exhilarating, it is also the most volatile component of love. It tends to be intense at the beginning of a relationship but can wane over time. However, maintaining some level of passion is important for keeping the romantic aspect of a relationship alive. Intimacy refers to the feelings of closeness, connectedness, and bondedness in a relationship. It's about sharing your inner world with someone else, your thoughts, fears, dreams, and desires, and feeling understood and accepted. The importance of intimacy: intimacy is the foundation of deep, meaningful relationships. It's what transforms love from a fleeting feeling into something enduring. Building intimacy takes time and requires trust, communication, and vulnerability. Without intimacy, relationships can feel shallow or unfulfilling. Commitment is the decision to stay with someone and work through the challenges that inevitably arise in a relationship. It's the glue that holds a relationship together over the long term. The role of commitment is what keeps a relationship intact when passion ebbs and flows and when intimacy is tested. It involves not just a decision but also ongoing actions that reinforce the bond between partners. Strong commitment often leads to a sense of security and stability in a relationship. Understanding these three components: passion, intimacy, and commitment, helps you recognize where your relationship stands and what areas might need more attention. A balanced relationship typically involves all three, but the proportions can change over time. Recognizing these shifts can guide you in making conscious efforts to strengthen your relationship where it's needed most. Emotional regulation in relationships. Managing emotions to maintain healthy relationships. Emotions are at the heart of every relationship, but when they become overwhelming, they can lead to conflict, misunderstandings, and even the breakdown of relationships. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage and respond to your emotions in a healthy way, and it's crucial for maintaining harmony and connection in your relationships. Why emotional regulation matters. In the heat of the moment, emotions like anger, jealousy, or fear can drive us to say or do things we later regret. Learning to regulate these emotions doesn't mean suppressing them; rather, it involves understanding them, controlling your reactions, and expressing your feelings in a constructive manner. Impact on relationships. Poor emotional regulation can lead to frequent arguments, emotional distance, and even the erosion of trust. On the other hand, good emotional regulation fosters an environment where both partners feel safe to express themselves without fear of conflict or rejection. Strategies for emotional regulation. Self-awareness. The first step in emotional regulation is recognizing your emotions as they arise. Being aware of what you're feeling and why you're feeling it allows you to take a step back and choose how to respond, rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded in the present moment, reducing the likelihood of being swept away by strong emotions. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or simply pausing before responding can make a significant difference. Communication. Expressing your emotions in a clear, non-confrontational way can prevent misunderstandings. Use I statements to focus on your feelings rather than blaming or accusing your partner. Seeking support. Sometimes, emotions can be too overwhelming to manage alone. In such cases, seeking support from a therapist or counselor can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to improve your emotional regulation. By mastering emotional regulation, you can create a more balanced, peaceful relationship where both you and your partner feel understood and respected. Love and emotional intelligence. How emotional intelligence contributes to relationship success. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to understand, manage, and effectively express your own emotions, as well as understand and influence the emotions of others. In the context of love, EQ is one of the most important predictors of relationship success. The components of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness, understanding your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behavior. This awareness allows you to make better decisions in your relationships. Self-regulation, the ability to control or redirect disruptive emotions and impulses. Self-regulation helps you remain calm and composed, even in stressful situations. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Empathy allows you to connect with your partner on a deeper level, showing that you truly care about their experiences and emotions. Social skills, the ability to manage relationships effectively. Good social skills include effective communication, conflict resolution, and the ability to build rapport and trust with others. Why emotional intelligence matters in love. High emotional intelligence enhances your ability to connect with your partner, navigate conflicts, and build a strong, lasting relationship. When both partners have high EQ, they are better equipped to handle the challenges of a relationship, from everyday disagreements to major life changes. Communication. Emotionally intelligent individuals are better communicators. They can express their feelings clearly and understand their partner's perspective, which reduces misunderstandings and fosters mutual respect. Conflict resolution. EQ helps you approach conflicts with a problem-solving mindset rather than a confrontational one. This leads to more constructive discussions and quicker resolutions. Emotional support. Being emotionally intelligent means being attuned to your partner's needs and knowing how to provide the right support at the right time. This strengthens the emotional bond and fosters a sense of security and trust. Developing your emotional intelligence is an ongoing process, but it's one of the most valuable investments you can make in your love life. It enhances every aspect of your relationship, from communication to intimacy, and is key to sustaining love over the long term. Emotional vulnerability. The role of vulnerability in deepening love. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as a weakness, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful ways to deepen love and intimacy in a relationship. Being emotionally vulnerable means being open and honest about your feelings, even when it's uncomfortable or risky. The power of vulnerability. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite your partner to see the real you, your fears, insecurities, and desires. This openness creates a space for deeper connection and trust, as your partner feels honored to witness your true self. Building trust. Vulnerability is the foundation of trust. When you share your deepest thoughts and feelings with your partner, you demonstrate trust in them, which encourages them to do the same. Enhancing intimacy. True intimacy is built on vulnerability. Without it, relationships can become superficial. Sharing your innermost thoughts and feelings creates a bond that goes beyond physical attraction or shared interests. Encouraging growth. Being vulnerable allows you to confront your fears and grow as an individual and as a couple. It challenges you to move beyond your comfort zone and embrace the uncertainty that comes with love. How to practice vulnerability. Start small. Begin by sharing something personal that's not too risky, and gradually open up more as you feel comfortable. Be honest. Speak your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Authenticity is key to building a deep connection. Listen with compassion. When your partner is vulnerable with you, listen without judgment. Offer empathy and understanding, reinforcing that their feelings are valid and important. Accept imperfection. Understand that vulnerability means showing your imperfect self. Embrace the messiness of being human and recognize that it's what makes you relatable and lovable. Emotions are at the heart of love, driving how we connect, communicate, and commit in relationships. By understanding the emotional components of love, passion, intimacy, and commitment, and mastering the skills of emotional regulation, emotional intelligence, and vulnerability, you can build stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships. Love is not just about what you feel, but also about how you manage those feelings and share them with your partner. As you cultivate these emotional skills, you will find that your relationships not only survive but thrive, offering deeper connection, greater satisfaction, and lasting joy. Chapter 5: The Psychology of Attraction. Attraction is a powerful and complex force that draws us toward others, often in ways that feel beyond our control. Understanding the science behind attraction can help you navigate your relationships with greater insight and intention. Attraction is not just about physical appearance, it involves a blend of biological, psychological, and social factors. In this chapter, we'll explore the science of attraction, the role of physical appearance, the impact of personality traits, and how proximity and familiarity influence who we find attractive. The science of attraction. What makes someone attractive? Attraction is more than just a fleeting feeling, it's a biological and psychological response influenced by a variety of factors. When you feel attracted to someone, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, and norepinephrine, that make you feel excited, euphoric, and connected. But what triggers these chemical reactions? Evolutionary influences. From an evolutionary standpoint, attraction has roots in the survival and reproduction of our species. We are biologically wired to seek out partners who exhibit traits that signal health, fertility, and the ability to provide resources. This is why certain characteristics, such as clear skin, symmetrical features, and a healthy physique, are universally found attractive. They are indicators of good health and genetic fitness. Symmetry and health. Studies have shown that symmetrical faces are often perceived as more attractive. Symmetry is associated with good health and developmental stability, making it an unconscious signal of a suitable mate. Facial cues. Beyond symmetry, specific facial features also play a role in attraction. For example, men with a strong jawline are often seen as more attractive because it is linked to higher levels of testosterone, a marker of genetic fitness. Social and cultural factors. While biology plays a significant role, social and cultural influences also shape what we find attractive. These factors can vary widely depending on cultural norms, media portrayals, and societal values. Cultural standards of beauty. What is considered attractive can vary greatly across cultures. In some societies, Kavya body types are prized, while others may value slimness. These preferences are often shaped by cultural ideals and media representations. Social influence, the people around you, friends, family, and society at large, also influence your perceptions of attractiveness. If certain traits are valued in your social circle, you are more likely to find those traits attractive. Physical attraction, the role of appearance in love and mate selection. Physical attraction often serves as the initial spark that draws two people together. While it is not the only factor in a relationship, it plays a critical role, especially in the early stages of dating. Understanding the dynamics of physical attraction can help you better navigate your romantic experiences. The importance of physical appearance. Physical appearance is one of the most immediate and obvious factors in attraction. It's often the first thing we notice about a potential partner, and it can have a significant impact on our initial impressions. First impressions. Research shows that first impressions are heavily influenced by physical appearance. Within seconds of meeting someone, we form judgments about their attractiveness, which can influence our interest in getting to know them further. The halo effect. The halo effect is a cognitive bias where we assume that attractive people possess other positive qualities, such as intelligence, kindness, or competence. This can lead us to idealize someone based on their looks alone, sometimes overlooking potential red flags. Body language and nonverbal cues. Physical attraction isn't just about static appearance, it also involves body language and nonverbal cues, which can significantly enhance or diminish attraction. Eye contact. Maintaining eye contact is one of the most powerful nonverbal signals of attraction. It conveys interest, confidence, and connection, often leading to a stronger initial bond. Posture and gestures. Open, relaxed body language, such as uncrossed arms and leaning slightly forward, can make you appear more approachable and attractive. Conversely, closed or defensive body language can deter potential connections. The role of scent and pheromones. Beyond what we can see, scent plays a crucial, though often subconscious, role in attraction. Pheromones are chemicals produced by the body that can influence the behavior of others, including triggering sexual attraction. Natural scents. People are often unconsciously attracted to the natural scent of others, which can provide cues about genetic compatibility. For example, studies suggest that women are more attracted to the scent of men whose immune system genes differ from their own, which could lead to healthier offspring. Perfume and scent. While natural scents are important, the use of perfumes and colognes can also enhance attraction. The right scent can create a lasting impression and heighten the sense of attraction. Psychological attraction, personality traits, humor, and intelligence. While physical appearance often initiates attraction, it's the psychological factors that sustain and deepen it. Traits such as personality, humor, and intelligence play a crucial role in whether an initial attraction blossoms into a lasting relationship. Personality traits. Different personality traits can either enhance or diminish attraction. For many, certain traits are consistently attractive, regardless of physical appearance. Confidence. Confidence is universally attractive. It signals that a person is comfortable with themselves and capable of handling life's challenges. However, it's important to differentiate between confidence and arrogance. The former is attractive, while the latter can be a turn-off. Kindness and empathy. Kindness is one of the most desirable traits in a partner. People are generally attracted to those who show compassion and understanding, as it indicates a potential for a caring and supportive relationship. Ambition and drive. Ambition and the desire to achieve goals can also be attractive, especially to those who value growth and success in their own lives. Ambition signals that a person is motivated and has direction, qualities that are often seen as positive in a long-term partner. Humor. Humor is a powerful tool in attraction. The ability to make someone laugh not only creates an immediate bond but also signals intelligence, creativity, and emotional resilience. The role of laughter. Laughter releases endorphins, creating a sense of happiness and well-being. Sharing a sense of humor can strengthen connections and increase attraction by fostering a sense of closeness and shared experience. Humor and compatibility. Having a similar sense of humor is often a strong indicator of compatibility. It suggests that you view the world in a similar way, which can be a foundation for a deeper emotional connection. Intelligence. Intelligence is another key factor in psychological attraction. Intellectual compatibility can lead to more meaningful conversations, shared interests, and mutual respect. Intellectual stimulation. Many people find intelligence to be highly attractive because it offers the potential for engaging conversations and the ability to navigate complex life situations together. Shared values and interests. Intelligence often goes hand in hand with having similar values and interests. When two people are intellectually compatible, they are more likely to understand and appreciate each other's perspectives, leading to a stronger emotional bond. The role of proximity and familiarity. How being close and familiar with someone increases attraction. While physical and psychological factors are crucial in attraction, the role of proximity and familiarity should not be underestimated. Simply being close to someone, both physically and emotionally, can significantly increase attraction. The mere exposure effect. The mere exposure effect is a psychological phenomenon where people tend to develop a preference for things simply because they are familiar with them. This principle applies to relationships as well. Just being around someone frequently can increase your attraction to them. Repetition and comfort. The more often you see or interact with someone, the more likely you are to find them attractive. Familiarity breeds comfort, and over time, this comfort can lead to deeper feelings of affection and attachment. Building connections. Proximity allows for more opportunities to connect on a personal level. Whether it's through shared activities, conversations, or experiences, being physically close makes it easier to build and strengthen a relationship. Shared environments and interests. Being in the same environment or sharing common interests can also increase attraction. When you spend time with someone in a context that is meaningful to both of you, it fosters a sense of connection. Workplace romance. Many relationships begin in the workplace because of the proximity and shared experiences. Working together on projects or facing similar challenges can create a bond that leads to attraction. Social circles. Sharing friends or social activities can also enhance attraction. When you see someone frequently within your social circle, it's easier to build rapport and find common ground. The role of emotional familiarity. Emotional familiarity also plays a significant role in attraction. When you share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences with someone over time, you create an emotional bond that can lead to deeper attraction. Emotional intimacy. As you become more emotionally familiar with someone, you start to develop intimacy. This familiarity allows you to feel safe and understood, which is a powerful driver of attraction. Trust and reliability. Knowing that someone will be there for you, consistently and reliably, builds trust. This trust can turn into affection and love as the relationship deepens. Attraction is a multifaceted experience shaped by a combination of physical, psychological, and social factors. The science of attraction reveals that both biology and culture play roles in who we find attractive. Physical appearance may catch the eye, but it's the psychological traits, such as personality, humor, and intelligence, that sustain a deeper connection. Meanwhile, proximity and familiarity enhance attraction by creating opportunities for. Chapter 6: Love and Personality. Personality plays a crucial role in shaping how we experience and express love. Understanding your personality, as well as your partner's, can provide profound insights into your relationship dynamics, helping you navigate challenges and deepen your connection. In this chapter, we will explore the intersection of personality traits and compatibility, the influence of introversion and extroversion in love, the impact of narcissism on relationships, the essential roles of empathy and compassion, and how personality assessments can be valuable tools in understanding and improving your relationships. Personality traits and compatibility, the Big Five personality traits and their role in relationships. The Big Five personality traits, openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, are widely regarded as the most comprehensive model for understanding human personality. These traits influence not only how we see the world but also how we interact with others, including romantic partners. Let's explore how each of these traits affects relationship compatibility. Openness to experience. Openness reflects the degree to which a person is curious, imaginative, and open to new experiences. People high in openness are often adventurous, creative, and open-minded, while those low in openness may prefer routine, tradition, and familiarity. Impact on relationships. High openness can lead to dynamic and exciting relationships, full of new experiences and growth. Partners with high openness are often more willing to explore new ideas, cultures, and activities together. However, if one partner is high in openness and the other is low, this can create tension, with one partner seeking change and the other preferring stability. Conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is characterized by self-discipline, organization, and a strong sense of duty. People high in conscientiousness are reliable, goal-oriented, and mindful of details, whereas those low in conscientiousness might be more spontaneous and less concerned with structure. Impact on relationships. High conscientiousness is often associated with long-term relationship success. Conscientious partners are typically dependable and committed, which can foster trust and security in a relationship. However, if one partner is much higher in conscientiousness than the other, conflicts may arise around issues like planning, responsibility, and expectations. Extraversion. Extraversion is marked by sociability, enthusiasm, and a tendency to seek out social interaction. Extroverts are energized by being around others, while introverts, who score lower in extraversion, may find social interactions draining and need more alone time to recharge. Impact on relationships. The dynamics between an extrovert and an introvert can be challenging but also complementary. Extroverts might bring energy and excitement to the relationship, while introverts offer depth and reflection. However, differences in social needs can lead to misunderstandings if not addressed, which we'll explore in more detail later in this chapter. Agreeableness. Agreeableness involves a tendency to be compassionate, cooperative, and eager to avoid conflict. Highly agreeable people are typically empathetic, kind, and supportive, whereas those low in agreeableness may be more competitive, critical, or confrontational. Impact on relationships. High agreeableness is generally beneficial in relationships, leading to harmony, mutual support, and effective conflict resolution. However, if one partner is significantly lower in agreeableness, it might result in more frequent arguments or a lack of emotional support. Neuroticism. Neuroticism refers to emotional instability and the tendency to experience negative emotions like anxiety, anger, and depression. Those high in neuroticism may struggle with mood swings and are more prone to stress, while those low in neuroticism tend to be more emotionally stable and resilient. Impact on relationships. High neuroticism can be challenging in relationships, often leading to misunderstandings, increased conflict, and emotional volatility. It's important for partners to be aware of how neurotic tendencies might affect their relationship and to develop strategies for managing stress and maintaining emotional balance. Introversion versus extroversion in love. How different personality types approach love. One of the most significant personality dynamics in relationships is the difference between introversion and extroversion. Understanding these differences can help you navigate your relationship more effectively, ensuring that both partners' needs are met. Introverts in love. Introverts are often introspective, preferring solitude or small, intimate gatherings over large social events. They tend to recharge by spending time alone or with close friends, and they often need time to process their thoughts and emotions. Approach to love. Introverts may take a slower, more deliberate approach to relationships. They often value deep emotional connections and meaningful conversations. While they may be less expressive than extroverts, introverts often show their love through thoughtful gestures, active listening, and creating a safe space for their partner to share. Challenges. Introverts may struggle in relationships with extroverts who have a greater need for social interaction. They may feel overwhelmed by their partner's social calendar or pressured to be more outgoing than they're comfortable with. It's important for introverts to communicate their needs and for extroverted partners to respect their need for solitude. Extroverts in love. Extroverts thrive on social interaction and often seek out excitement and new experiences. They are generally outgoing, expressive, and enjoy being the center of attention. Approach to love. Extroverts are often more outwardly affectionate and enjoy sharing their love with others. They may be more inclined to organize social events, surprise their partners with spontaneous plans, and express their feelings openly and frequently. Challenges. Extroverts in relationships with introverts may sometimes feel that their partner is distant or unenthusiastic about social activities. They may need to adjust their expectations and find a balance that allows them to fulfill their social needs without overwhelming their introverted partner. Finding balance between introversion and extroversion. For relationships where one partner is an introvert and the other an extrovert, finding a balance is key. This might involve negotiating social plans, respecting each other's need for alone time versus social interaction, and finding shared activities that both partners enjoy. Open communication is crucial to ensuring that both partners feel valued and understood. Narcissism and relationships. The impact of narcissistic traits on love. Narcissism is a personality trait that exists on a spectrum. At its core, narcissism involves an excessive focus on oneself, often at the expense of empathy and consideration for others. While everyone exhibits some narcissistic traits from time to time, individuals with high levels of narcissism can significantly impact the dynamics of a romantic relationship. In this section, we will delve deeper into understanding narcissism, how it manifests in relationships, and strategies for managing its effects. What is narcissism? Narcissism is characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a need for excessive admiration, and a lack of empathy. It can be seen as a spectrum, with narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, representing the extreme end. However, even without reaching the level of a clinical disorder, individuals can exhibit significant narcissistic traits that affect their relationships. Key characteristics of narcissism include inflated self-importance. Narcissists often believe they are superior to others, deserving of special treatment and admiration. They may exaggerate their achievements or talents to gain attention. Need for admiration. A constant need for praise and validation is central to narcissism. Narcissists seek out relationships where they can be admired and adored, often becoming upset or hostile if they feel they are not receiving enough attention. Lack of empathy. One of the most challenging aspects of narcissism is a lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to understand or care about the feelings and needs of others, which can lead to significant relational issues. How narcissism manifests in relationships. Narcissism can significantly distort the dynamics of a relationship. At the beginning of a relationship, a narcissist might appear charming, confident, and attentive, engaging in behaviors known as love bombing. This is where they shower their partner with excessive affection, compliments, and gifts, creating an intense, whirlwind romance. However, this initial phase often gives way to more problematic behaviors as the relationship progresses. Manipulation and control. Narcissists often use manipulation to maintain control in the relationship. They may engage in gaslighting, a tactic where they make their partner question their own reality or sanity. For example, a narcissist might deny past events, twist conversations, or blame their partner for issues they themselves have caused. This can erode the partner's confidence and make them more dependent on the narcissist. Devaluation. After the initial phase of admiration, a narcissist may begin to devalue their partner. This shift can be sudden and confusing, as the narcissist's affection turns into criticism and disdain. They may belittle their partner's accomplishments, dismiss their feelings, or engage in subtle insults disguised as jokes. This devaluation serves to keep the partner in a position of insecurity, making them more likely to seek the narcissist's approval. Jealousy and possessiveness. Narcissists can be extremely jealous and possessive. They often see their partner as an extension of themselves rather than an independent person. This can lead to controlling behaviors, such as monitoring their partner's activities, isolating them from friends and family, or becoming irrationally angry at perceived slights. This possessiveness stems from a deep-seated insecurity and fear of abandonment, though it may not be readily apparent. Lack of accountability. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their actions or admit fault. When problems arise, they are more likely to blame their partner or external circumstances than to reflect on their own behavior. This can lead to a cycle of conflict where issues are never truly resolved, as the narcissist refuses to engage in constructive problem solving. The psychological impact on partners. Being in a relationship with a narcissist can have profound psychological effects on the partner. Over time, the constant manipulation, criticism, and lack of empathy can erode the partner's self-esteem and sense of identity. Erosion of self-esteem. Partners of narcissists often experience a gradual decline in self-worth. The narcissist's devaluation tactics can make the partner feel inadequate, unlovable, or at fault for the relationship's problems. This can lead to feelings of depression, anxiety, and a pervasive sense of insecurity. Emotional exhaustion. The emotional toll of trying to meet a narcissist's endless needs for validation while also defending against their manipulation and criticism can be overwhelming. Partners may feel emotionally drained, constantly walking on eggshells to avoid triggering the narcissist's anger or disapproval. Loss of identity. In many cases, partners may lose touch with their own needs, desires, and identity as they become increasingly focused on appeasing the narcissist. The relationship can become all-consuming, leaving little room for personal growth or fulfillment outside of the narcissist's demands. Strategies for managing a relationship with a narcissist. If you find yourself in a relationship with someone who exhibits narcissistic traits, it's important to take proactive steps to protect your well-being and establish healthy boundaries. While it can be challenging, it's possible to manage the relationship in a way that minimizes harm and preserves your sense of self. Setting boundaries, clear, firm boundaries are essential when dealing with a narcissist. This means defining what behaviors you will and will not tolerate and being consistent in enforcing these boundaries. For example, if the narcissist engages in gaslighting, you might set a boundary that you will not engage in conversations that involve rewriting history or denying your reality. It's important to communicate these boundaries calmly and assertively, without getting drawn into a power struggle. Seeking support, dealing with a narcissistic partner can be isolating and confusing. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can provide you with the perspective and strength needed to navigate the relationship. A therapist can also help you develop coping strategies and work through any emotional damage caused by the relationship. Maintaining independence. It's crucial to maintain your own sense of identity and independence. This includes keeping up with hobbies, friendships, and activities that are separate from the relationship. Maintaining these aspects of your life can help you stay grounded and reduce the narcissist's influence over your self-worth. Self-care and self-compassion. Engaging in regular self-care is vital for preserving your mental and emotional health. This might include activities that promote relaxation and well-being, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. Additionally, practicing self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially in moments of struggle, can help counteract the negative effects of the narcissist's behavior. Considering your options, in some cases, the healthiest choice may be to end the relationship. Narcissistic behavior is deeply ingrained and difficult to change, especially without the individual's willingness to seek help. If the relationship is causing significant harm to your mental health and well-being, it's important to consider whether staying in the relationship is in your best interest. Narcissism and the potential for change. While it's rare for narcissists to change without significant self-awareness and a desire to improve, it's not entirely impossible. However, change typically requires long-term therapy and a genuine commitment to self-reflection and growth. Narcissists must first recognize the impact of their behavior on others and be willing to address their deep-seated insecurities and emotional wounds. Therapeutic interventions, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can be effective in helping individuals with narcissistic traits develop healthier relationship patterns. Therapy can help them recognize destructive behaviors, build empathy, and learn how to form more balanced and respectful relationships. The role of the partner. If you choose to stay in a relationship with a narcissist who is committed to change, it's essential to maintain realistic expectations. Progress may be slow and challenging, and the relationship will likely require ongoing work from both partners. Your role should be supportive but not enabling. It's important to encourage healthy behaviors while maintaining your boundaries. Understanding narcissism and its impact on relationships is crucial for anyone involved with a partner exhibiting narcissistic traits. While narcissism can create significant challenges, awareness and proactive strategies can help you protect your well-being and navigate the relationship more effectively. Whether through setting boundaries, seeking support, or making the difficult decision to leave, prioritizing your mental and emotional health is essential. Ultimately, the decision to stay or leave a relationship with a narcissist is deeply personal and depends on various factors, including the severity of the narcissistic traits, the potential for change, and your overall well-being. By understanding narcissism more deeply, you equip yourself with the knowledge and tools needed to make informed, empowered decisions about your relationship and your future. Empathy and compassion, the role of empathy in nurturing love. Empathy and compassion are the cornerstones of a healthy, loving relationship. They enable partners to connect on a deep emotional level, providing support, understanding, and care for one another. The importance of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. In relationships, empathy allows you to see things from your partner's perspective, fostering connection and reducing conflict. Building emotional intimacy. Empathy is essential for building emotional intimacy. When you empathize with your partner, you validate their feelings and experiences, which strengthens the bond between you. Resolving conflicts. Empathy is also crucial in resolving conflicts. By understanding your partner's point of view, you can approach disagreements with compassion and a desire to find a mutually satisfying resolution. Cultivating compassion. Compassion goes hand in hand with empathy. While empathy allows you to understand your partner's emotions, compassion motivates you to act on that understanding with kindness and support. Acts of kindness. Simple acts of kindness, like offering a listening ear, providing comfort during tough times, or doing something special for your partner, can reinforce the love and connection in your relationship. Forgiveness and understanding. Compassion also involves being forgiving and understanding when your partner makes mistakes. Recognizing that everyone has flaws and showing compassion during difficult times can help your relationship grow stronger. Empathy as a skill. While some people are naturally more empathetic, empathy is a skill that can be developed and strengthened. Practicing active listening, asking open-ended questions, and being present during conversations can all help you become more empathetic. Personality assessments in relationships, using personality tests to understand and improve relationships. Personality assessments can be valuable tools for understanding yourself and your partner better. These tests can provide insights into how your personality traits influence your relationship dynamics and offer guidance on how to improve your connection. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, is one of the most popular personality assessments. It categorizes people into 16 different personality types based on 4 dichotomies: introversion versus extraversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. Understanding differences. The MBTI can help you understand the differences between you and your partner, particularly in how you process information, make decisions, and interact with the world. This understanding can lead to more effective communication and fewer misunderstandings. Complementary strengths. Understanding your MBTI type and your partner's can also help you identify complementary strengths and areas where you may need to compromise or adapt. The Big 5 Personality Traits. As discussed earlier, the Big 5 personality traits, openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, are a comprehensive model for understanding personality. Personality assessments based on the Big 5 can provide detailed insights into how each trait affects your relationship. Identifying areas of compatibility. Big 5 assessments can highlight areas of compatibility and potential challenges in your relationship. For example, if both partners are high in agreeableness, they may enjoy a harmonious relationship with few conflicts. However, if one partner is high in neuroticism, this may require more effort to manage emotions and maintain stability. Tailoring relationship strategies. By understanding your Big 5 profile, you can tailor your approach to your relationship. For instance, if you know you're high in conscientiousness, you might focus on planning and organization in your relationship, while being mindful of not overwhelming a partner who may be lower in this trait. The Enneagram. The Enneagram is another popular personality assessment that categorizes individuals into 9 different types, each with its own set of core motivations, fears, and growth areas. Understanding core motivations. The Enneagram can help you understand your core motivations and how they influence your behavior in relationships. For example, a Type 2, the helper, may derive their sense of worth from being needed, while a Type 5, the investigator, may prioritize knowledge and independence. Improving self-awareness. By understanding your Enneagram type, you can gain greater self-awareness and identify areas for personal growth. This can lead to healthier, more balanced relationships. Love languages. While not a personality test in the traditional sense, the concept of love languages, developed by Dr. Gary Chapman, can be an invaluable tool for improving relationships. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Identifying your love language. Knowing your love language and that of your partner can help you express love in ways that are most meaningful to each other. For example, if your partner's love language is quality time, making an effort to spend uninterrupted time together will strengthen your bond. Adapting to your partner's needs. Understanding love languages can also help you adapt to your partner's needs. If you naturally express love through acts of service, but your partner prefers words of affirmation, you can make a conscious effort to express your love verbally more often. Personality plays a central role in how we experience love and relationships. By understanding the Big 5 personality traits, you can gain insights into compatibility and potential challenges. The dynamics between introversion and extroversion can be navigated with mutual understanding and respect. Recognizing the impact of narcissism is crucial for maintaining a healthy relationship, while cultivating empathy and compassion strengthens emotional intimacy and connection. Finally, using personality assessments like the MBTI, the Big 5, the Enneagram, and understanding love languages can provide practical tools for improving your relationship. These assessments offer valuable insights into your personality and that of your partner, helping you navigate differences, enhance compatibility, and deepen your connection. In the end, love is a journey that requires continuous growth and understanding. By embracing your unique personality traits and those of your partner, you can create a relationship that is fulfilling, supportive, and enduring. Chapter 7: The Development of Romantic Relationships. Love is a journey that evolves over time, transitioning through various stages that shape the depth and dynamics of a relationship. From the initial spark of infatuation to the deep bond of long-term commitment, understanding these stages can help you navigate your relationship with greater insight and resilience. In this chapter, we'll explore the stages of love, delve into Sternberg's triangular theory of love, examine the role of timing in relationships, discuss common challenges couples face, and provide strategies for maintaining love over time. Stages of love, from infatuation to long-term commitment. Romantic relationships typically progress through distinct stages, each characterized by different emotions, challenges, and growth opportunities. Recognizing these stages can help you better understand where your relationship stands and what to expect as it evolves. 1. Infatuation. The first stage of love is often characterized by infatuation, a period of intense attraction, excitement, and emotional highs. During this stage, you may feel euphoric, obsessed with your partner, and consumed by thoughts of them. This is when dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, is at its peak, driving feelings of exhilaration and desire. Characteristics: high energy, idealization of the partner, intense sexual attraction, and frequent thoughts about the other person. Challenges: the intensity of infatuation can sometimes lead to overlooking red flags or ignoring potential compatibility issues. It's important to remain grounded and aware, even in the midst of passion. 2. The honeymoon phase. Following infatuation is the honeymoon phase, where the relationship continues to be positive and fulfilling, but with a bit more stability. You and your partner are likely still discovering each other, enjoying shared experiences, and deepening your bond. Characteristics: strong emotional connection, shared experiences, frequent displays of affection, and a growing sense of partnership. Challenges: as the relationship becomes more comfortable, minor differences may start to emerge. It's essential to address these early on, setting the stage for healthy communication and conflict resolution. 3. Reality sets in. As the honeymoon phase fades, reality begins to set in. This stage often marks a turning point where you and your partner start to see each other's flaws and imperfections. The intense emotions of the early stages may mellow, and everyday life starts to influence the relationship. Characteristics: recognition of each other's flaws, more frequent conflicts, and the need for compromise and adjustment. Challenges: disillusionment can occur if the reality of your partner doesn't match your initial expectations. This stage requires honest communication and a willingness to work through differences. 4. Commitment and stability. Once you've navigated the reality phase, the relationship often moves into a period of commitment and stability. At this stage, you've likely established a strong foundation of trust, respect, and shared values. The relationship becomes more predictable, with both partners feeling secure and committed to a long-term future together. Characteristics: deep emotional intimacy, mutual respect, shared life goals, and a sense of partnership and security. Challenges: the excitement of the early stages may diminish, leading to feelings of complacency or boredom. It's important to continue nurturing the relationship to keep the connection strong. 5. Long-term commitment and partnership. The final stage of love is long-term commitment and partnership. At this point, the relationship has weathered various challenges and has emerged stronger and more resilient. This stage is characterized by a deep, enduring bond that is built on a foundation of love, trust, and mutual support. Characteristics: enduring love, deep emotional and physical intimacy, a strong sense of partnership, and a commitment to facing life's challenges together. Challenges: long-term relationships require ongoing effort to maintain connection, intimacy, and mutual respect. It's important to continue prioritizing the relationship, even as life's demands increase. Sternberg's triangular theory of love, intimacy, passion, and commitment as the pillars of love. Psychologist Robert Sternberg's triangular theory of love provides a framework for understanding the different components that make up romantic love. According to Sternberg, love is composed of three essential elements: intimacy, passion, and commitment. These elements combine in various ways to form different types of love. Intimacy refers to the feelings of closeness, connectedness, and bondedness in a relationship. It is the emotional component of love, characterized by trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Intimacy is what allows partners to share their innermost thoughts, fears, and desires with each other. Importance in relationships: intimacy is crucial for deepening the emotional connection between partners. It fosters a sense of safety and security, allowing both individuals to be vulnerable and open with each other. Building intimacy: intimacy is built over time through consistent communication, shared experiences, and emotional support. It requires both partners to be present, attentive, and willing to invest in the relationship. Passion. Passion is the physical and emotional arousal associated with love. It includes not only sexual attraction but also the excitement and energy that come from being with someone you deeply care about. Passion is often most intense during the early stages of a relationship but can be maintained through effort and intentionality. Importance in relationships: passion is the spark that ignites the relationship and keeps it alive. It adds excitement, spontaneity, and energy to the partnership, making it feel vibrant and dynamic. Maintaining passion: to keep passion alive, it's important to continue engaging in activities that foster physical and emotional connection. This might include regular date nights, exploring new experiences together, and maintaining physical affection. Commitment. Commitment is the decision to stay with someone and work through the challenges that arise in the relationship. It is the cognitive aspect of love, involving a conscious choice to build a life together and remain dedicated to the partnership over the long term. Importance in relationships: commitment provides the stability and security needed for a relationship to thrive. It's what keeps partners together during difficult times, allowing them to work through conflicts and grow stronger as a team. Strengthening commitment: commitment is strengthened through shared goals, open communication, and a mutual understanding of each other's needs and expectations. It's also reinforced by the daily actions and decisions that demonstrate loyalty and dedication. The role of timing: how the timing of life events affects relationship development. Timing plays a crucial role in the development of romantic relationships. The success and longevity of a relationship can be significantly influenced by the timing of key life events and how they align with each partner's readiness for commitment. Personal readiness. The timing of when you meet your partner can greatly impact the relationship's trajectory. If one or both partners are not personally ready for a serious commitment, due to factors like career focus, personal growth, or unresolved past issues, the relationship may struggle to progress. Impact on relationships: when partners are at different stages of readiness, it can create tension and misalignment in the relationship. One partner may push for more commitment, while the other may hesitate, leading to frustration and potential conflict. Finding alignment: it's important for both partners to communicate openly about their readiness for commitment and ensure that they are on the same page. If there's a mismatch in timing, it may be necessary to slow down the relationship's pace or reevaluate its future direction. Life transitions. Major life transitions, such as moving to a new city, changing careers, or experiencing a significant loss, can also impact the timing of relationship development. These events often require significant emotional and logistical adjustments, which can affect the relationship's stability. Impact on relationships: life transitions can either bring couples closer together or create distance. For example, moving in together may strengthen the bond, while a career change that requires long distance can strain the relationship. Navigating transitions: successfully navigating life transitions requires open communication, flexibility, and a willingness to adapt to new circumstances. It's important for both partners to support each other through these changes and work together to find solutions that benefit the relationship. External pressures. Societal and cultural expectations can also influence the timing of relationship milestones, such as marriage, children, and financial stability. External pressures, whether from family, friends, or society at large, can create stress and urgency around these milestones. Impact on relationships: external pressures can lead to rushed decisions or premature commitments, which may not align with the couple's readiness or desires. This can result in dissatisfaction or regret later on. Resisting external pressures: couples should prioritize their own timeline and make decisions based on what feels right for them, rather than succumbing to external pressures. It's important to have honest conversations about each partner's goals and ensure that decisions are made collaboratively. Challenges in relationship development. Common obstacles couples face. Every relationship faces challenges, and how couples navigate these obstacles can determine the relationship's longevity and success. Understanding common challenges can help you prepare for them and develop strategies to overcome them. Communication issues. Communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship, but it's also one of the most common areas where couples struggle. Misunderstandings, assumptions, and poor communication habits can lead to conflict and emotional distance. Challenges. Poor communication can result in unresolved conflicts, hurt feelings, and a lack of emotional intimacy. When communication breaks down, partners may feel unheard, misunderstood, or disconnected. Strategies for improvement. To improve communication, it's essential to practice active listening, express yourself clearly and honestly, and avoid making assumptions about your partner's thoughts or feelings. Regular check-ins and open discussions can help keep communication lines strong. Conflict resolution. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship, but how it's handled can make all the difference. Some couples struggle with resolving conflicts in a healthy and constructive way, leading to recurring issues and resentment. Challenges. Poor conflict resolution can escalate disagreements, create lingering resentment, and erode trust. Partners may fall into negative patterns, such as stonewalling, blaming, or avoiding difficult conversations. Strategies for improvement. Effective conflict resolution involves staying calm, focusing on the issue at hand, and working together to find a solution. It's important to approach conflicts with a problem-solving mindset rather than a combative one. Taking breaks during heated arguments and revisiting the issue when both partners are calmer can also be helpful. Balancing independence and togetherness. Finding the right balance between independence and togetherness is a common challenge in relationships. While spending time together is important, it's equally crucial for each partner to maintain their own sense of identity and independence. Challenges. Imbalance in this area can lead to feelings of suffocation or neglect. One partner may feel overwhelmed by the other's need for closeness, while the other may feel neglected if they perceive their partner as too distant. Strategies for improvement. Establishing clear boundaries and respecting each other's need for personal space is key. Couples should make time for both shared activities and individual pursuits, ensuring that both partners feel fulfilled and respected. Financial stress. Money is one of the most common sources of stress in relationships. Differences in spending habits, financial goals, or income levels can create tension and conflict. Challenges. Financial stress can lead to arguments, resentment, and a sense of insecurity within the relationship. If left unresolved, it can become a significant barrier to relationship satisfaction. Strategies for improvement. Open and honest communication about finances is essential. Couples should work together to create a budget, set financial goals, and address any differences in spending habits. It's also important to approach financial discussions with empathy and understanding, recognizing that each partner may have different financial backgrounds and perspectives. Maintaining physical and emotional intimacy. As relationships progress, it can be challenging to maintain the same level of physical and emotional intimacy that was present in the early stages. Life's demands, such as work, family, and stress, can take a toll on the relationship's intimacy. Challenges. A decline in intimacy can lead to feelings of disconnection, loneliness, and dissatisfaction. Without regular efforts to maintain intimacy, partners may drift apart over time. Strategies for improvement. Prioritizing intimacy is key to keeping the relationship strong. This might include scheduling regular date nights, engaging in meaningful conversations, and maintaining physical affection. It's also important to address any barriers to intimacy, such as stress or unresolved conflicts, and seek professional help if needed. Maintaining love over time. Strategies for keeping love alive in long-term relationships. Maintaining love in a long-term relationship requires ongoing effort, intentionality, and a commitment to growth. While the initial excitement of a relationship may fade, there are many ways to keep the connection strong and vibrant over the years. Regular communication. Consistent and open communication is the cornerstone of a healthy relationship. Regularly talking about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences helps to keep the emotional connection strong and ensures that both partners feel heard and understood. Strategies. Make time for regular check-ins, where you discuss how each of you is feeling about the relationship, any concerns that may have arisen, and your shared goals. Listening actively and without judgment is key to maintaining effective communication. Nurturing emotional and physical intimacy. To keep love alive, it's important to continuously nurture both emotional and physical intimacy. This involves making your partner feel valued, desired, and appreciated. Strategies. Continue to engage in activities that foster closeness, such as spending quality time together, sharing personal thoughts and dreams, and maintaining physical affection. Small gestures, like leaving a love note or planning a surprise, can go a long way in keeping the romance alive. Embracing change and growth. Over time, both you and your partner will inevitably grow and change. Embracing this growth, both individually and as a couple, is essential for maintaining a strong relationship. Strategies. Encourage each other's personal growth and celebrate achievements, both big and small. Be open to evolving together and adapting to the changes that life brings. This might involve exploring new hobbies, setting new goals, or re-evaluating your life plans as a couple. Practicing gratitude and appreciation. Regularly expressing gratitude and appreciation for your partner can significantly strengthen your bond. Recognizing the positive aspects of your relationship and voicing your appreciation helps to foster a positive and supportive environment. Strategies. Make it a habit to express your gratitude, whether it's for something small, like making dinner, or something more significant, like being a supportive partner. Practicing gratitude shifts the focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in the relationship. Seeking professional support when needed. Sometimes, relationships face challenges that are difficult to overcome on your own. Seeking professional support, such as couples therapy, can provide valuable tools and insights for navigating these challenges. Strategies. Don't hesitate to seek help if you're facing persistent conflicts, communication issues, or other challenges that are impacting your relationship. A therapist can help you develop strategies for improving your relationship and provide a neutral space for discussing difficult topics. Love is a dynamic and evolving journey that requires attention, effort, and adaptability. Understanding the stages of love helps you navigate the different phases of your relationship, from the excitement of infatuation to the deep bond of long-term commitment. Sternberg's triangular theory of love offers a framework for understanding the key components of love, intimacy, passion, and commitment, and how they interact to form a strong, lasting relationship. The role of timing in relationships underscores the importance of aligning personal readiness and life events with your relationship goals. Common challenges, such as communication issues, conflict resolution, and maintaining intimacy, are natural parts of any relationship, but they can be successfully navigated with the right strategies. Finally, maintaining love over time involves a continuous commitment to nurturing your relationship. Regular communication, emotional and physical intimacy, embracing change, practicing gratitude, and seeking professional support when needed are all vital components of a thriving, long-term partnership. By understanding these aspects of love and relationships, you can approach your own romantic journey with greater clarity, resilience, and a deeper connection to your partner. Love is not just about the feelings you have at the beginning, but about the actions and choices you make every day to sustain and grow that love over a lifetime. Chapter 8: Communication and Love. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's through communication that partners express their needs, share their thoughts, and connect on a deeper emotional level. Without effective communication, even the strongest relationships can falter. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of communication in relationships, delve into the nuances of nonverbal communication, discuss the art of active listening, provide psychological tips for conflict resolution, and examine the concept of love languages and how they shape the way we express and receive love. The importance of communication in relationships, why communication is key to relationship success. At the heart of every successful relationship lies effective communication. It is through communication that couples build trust, resolve conflicts, and nurture their emotional bond. However, communication is not just about talking, it's about understanding and being understood. Building trust and intimacy. Trust and intimacy are the cornerstones of a strong relationship, and both are built through open and honest communication. When partners feel safe to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or rejection, they are more likely to develop a deeper emotional connection. Trust through transparency, being open about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences helps to build trust. When you share your inner world with your partner, you create a sense of transparency and authenticity that strengthens the relationship. Intimacy through vulnerability, sharing your vulnerabilities, your fears, insecurities, and desires, fosters emotional intimacy. It's in these moments of openness that partners truly connect and understand each other on a deeper level. Preventing misunderstandings. Misunderstandings are a common source of conflict in relationships. Poor communication can lead to assumptions, hurt feelings, and unresolved issues. By communicating clearly and directly, you can prevent many of these misunderstandings before they escalate into larger problems. Clarity and precision. Clear communication involves expressing your thoughts and feelings in a way that is direct and easy to understand. Avoiding vague statements or passive-aggressive comments can help ensure that your partner knows exactly what you mean. Regular check-ins. Regularly checking in with your partner about how they're feeling and how the relationship is going can help catch misunderstandings early. These conversations provide an opportunity to clarify any miscommunications and ensure that both partners are on the same page. Strengthening emotional connection. Communication is the primary means by which couples maintain and strengthen their emotional connection. Through daily conversations, shared experiences, and mutual support, partners reinforce their bond and keep the relationship strong. Sharing daily life, regularly talking about your day, sharing experiences, and discussing plans for the future helps maintain a sense of connection. It's through these everyday interactions that couples build a shared life together. Expressing love and appreciation. Communicating your love and appreciation for your partner is essential for keeping the relationship healthy and vibrant. Regularly expressing gratitude, affection, and admiration helps to reinforce the positive aspects of the relationship. Nonverbal communication, the role of body language and tone of voice. While verbal communication is crucial, nonverbal communication, including body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice, plays an equally important role in how we convey and interpret messages in relationships. The power of body language. Body language is a powerful form of communication that often speaks louder than words. The way we position our bodies, make eye contact, and use gestures can convey a wide range of emotions and intentions, often without us even realizing it. Posture and presence. Your posture can communicate confidence, openness, or defensiveness. For example, leaning in slightly during a conversation can show interest and engagement, while crossing your arms may signal defensiveness or discomfort. Facial expressions. Facial expressions are key indicators of how someone is feeling. A smile can convey warmth and approval, while a frown or furrowed brow may indicate concern or disapproval. Being mindful of your facial expressions can help you convey the right emotions and better understand your partner's feelings. Eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most direct forms of nonverbal communication. It can convey interest, attention, and sincerity. Maintaining eye contact during conversations helps to build trust and connection, while avoiding eye contact can signal disinterest or discomfort. The nuances of tone of voice. Tone of voice is another critical aspect of nonverbal communication. The way you say something can be just as important as the words you choose. Tone can convey emotions such as anger, sarcasm, affection, or empathy, and it can significantly impact how your message is received. Warmth and affection. A warm, gentle tone can convey affection and care, making your partner feel loved and appreciated. This tone is especially important during expressions of love or support. Calmness in conflict. During conflicts or difficult conversations, maintaining a calm and steady tone can help de-escalate tension. A raised or harsh tone, on the other hand, can exacerbate the situation and lead to misunderstandings or hurt feelings. Matching your tone to your message. It's important to ensure that your tone matches the content of your message. For example, using a sarcastic tone when giving a compliment can create confusion or come across as insincere. Active listening. How to truly hear your partner. Active listening is an essential skill in any relationship. It involves fully focusing on your partner, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. Active listening goes beyond just hearing the words spoken. It requires engaging with the speaker on both an intellectual and emotional level. The elements of active listening. Active listening is a multifaceted process that involves several key components: focus and attention. Give your partner your full attention when they are speaking. This means putting away distractions, such as your phone or TV, and making eye contact. Showing that you are fully present and engaged in the conversation signals respect and care. Reflective listening. Reflect back what your partner has said to ensure you've understood correctly. This can be done by paraphrasing their message or asking clarifying questions. For example, what I'm hearing is that you felt hurt when I didn't call you back. Is that right? Empathy and validation. Show empathy by acknowledging your partner's feelings and validating their experience. This doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with everything they say, but rather recognizing that their feelings are real and important. For instance, I can see why you felt frustrated. That situation would have been hard for me too. Nonverbal cues. Use nonverbal cues like nodding, smiling, or leaning forward to show that you are engaged and interested in what your partner is saying. These cues reinforce your attentiveness and encourage your partner to continue sharing. The benefits of active listening. Active listening fosters deeper emotional connections and can significantly enhance the quality of your relationship. When partners feel heard and understood, they are more likely to open up, share their feelings, and work through conflicts constructively. Building trust. When you actively listen to your partner, you build trust by showing that you value their thoughts and feelings. This trust forms the foundation of a strong, healthy relationship. Enhancing understanding. Active listening helps to clarify misunderstandings and ensures that both partners are on the same page. It reduces the likelihood of miscommunication and helps partners to better understand each other's perspectives. Facilitating conflict resolution. During conflicts, active listening allows both partners to express their viewpoints and feel heard. This creates a more collaborative environment for finding solutions and resolving issues. Conflict resolution. Psychological tips for revitalizing love. Conflicts are a natural part of any relationship, but how they are handled can either strengthen or weaken the bond between partners. Effective conflict resolution involves understanding the underlying issues, communicating openly, and working together to find a solution. Understanding the root causes of conflict. Conflicts often arise from underlying issues that go beyond the immediate disagreement. Identifying these root causes is the first step in resolving conflicts effectively. Unmet needs. Many conflicts stem from unmet needs, such as the need for respect, attention, or affection. When these needs aren't addressed, they can manifest as disagreements over seemingly unrelated issues. Different perspectives. Conflicts can also arise from differing perspectives or values. Understanding that your partner may see things differently, and that these differences are valid, can help you approach conflicts with more empathy and openness. Communication breakdowns. Poor communication is a common source of conflict. Misunderstandings, assumptions, and unspoken expectations can all contribute to disagreements. Improving communication skills can help prevent these issues from escalating into conflicts. Strategies for effective conflict resolution. Resolving conflicts requires a combination of effective communication, empathy, and problem-solving skills. Here are some strategies to help you navigate conflicts in a way that strengthens your relationship. Stay calm and composed. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things you don't mean or react impulsively. Taking a few deep breaths or stepping away from the situation for a moment can help you stay calm and approach the conflict more rationally. Use I statements. When expressing your feelings, use I statements rather than you statements. For example, say, "I feel upset when I'm not included in your plans," rather than, "You never consider me." This approach focuses on your feelings rather than placing blame, which can reduce defensiveness and foster a more productive conversation. Focus on the issue, not the person. It's important to address the specific issue at hand rather than attacking your partner's character. Keep the focus on finding a solution to the problem rather than engaging in personal attacks or bringing up past grievances. Practice active listening. During conflicts, it's crucial to practice active listening. Give your partner the opportunity to express their perspective without interrupting, and show that you're genuinely interested in understanding their point of view. Seek compromise. Conflict resolution often requires compromise. Be willing to find a middle ground where both partners' needs are met. This might involve making concessions or adjusting your expectations, but it's a key part of maintaining harmony in the relationship. Agree to disagree. In some cases, it may not be possible to reach complete agreement. When this happens, it's okay to agree to disagree, as long as both partners feel respected and understood. The goal is to find a way forward that honors both perspectives. Repairing the relationship after conflict. After a conflict, it's important to repair any damage that may have been done to the relationship. This involves taking steps to rebuild trust, reaffirm your commitment, and restore emotional connection. Apologize sincerely. If you've said or done something hurtful during the conflict, offer a sincere apology. Acknowledge the impact of your actions and express your commitment to doing better in the future. Forgive and move forward. Holding on to grudges can prevent the relationship from healing. Once a conflict has been resolved, make an effort to forgive your partner and move forward together. This doesn't mean forgetting the issue, but rather choosing not to let it define the relationship. Reaffirm your love. After a conflict, it's important to reaffirm your love and commitment to each other. This might involve expressing your appreciation, spending quality time together, or simply reminding each other of the positive aspects of your relationship. Love languages, understanding and expressing love in different ways. The concept of love languages, developed by Dr. Gary Chapman, offers a valuable framework for understanding how people give and receive love. According to Chapman, there are 5 primary love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Understanding your own love language, and that of your partner, can help you express love in ways that resonate more deeply. Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation involve expressing love through verbal communication. This can include compliments, expressions of appreciation, or words of encouragement. How to express. If your partner's love language is words of affirmation, make an effort to regularly express your love and appreciation through words. This might involve telling them how much you appreciate their support, complimenting their appearance, or expressing gratitude for something they've done. How to receive. If your love language is words of affirmation, let your partner know how much their words mean to you. Share specific examples of how their words have made you feel loved and valued. Acts of service. Acts of service involve expressing love through actions rather than words. This might include doing chores, running errands, or taking on responsibilities that ease your partner's burden. How to express. If your partner's love language is acts of service, look for ways to make their life easier. This might involve cooking a meal, helping with household tasks, or taking care of something they've been stressed about. How to receive. If your love language is acts of service, communicate to your partner that you feel loved when they do things to help you. Let them know how much you appreciate their efforts and how it makes you feel supported. Receiving gifts. Receiving gifts involves expressing love through thoughtful gifts and gestures. For people with this love language, the value of the gift lies in the thought and effort behind it, rather than the cost. How to express. If your partner's love language is receiving gifts, focus on finding meaningful gifts that show you've been thinking about them. It doesn't have to be expensive, something small and thoughtful can have a big impact. How to receive. If your love language is receiving gifts, express your appreciation when your partner gives you a gift. Share how it makes you feel and why it's meaningful to you. Quality time. Quality time involves expressing love through focused, undivided attention. This love language is about spending meaningful time together, free from distractions. How to express. If your partner's love language is quality time, prioritize spending time together without distractions. This might involve going for a walk, having a deep conversation, or enjoying a shared activity. How to receive. If your love language is quality time, communicate to your partner that you value the time you spend together. Let them know that their undivided attention makes you feel loved and connected. Physical touch. Physical touch involves expressing love through physical contact. This can include holding hands, hugging, kissing, or other forms of affectionate touch. How to express. If your partner's love language is physical touch, make an effort to show affection through touch. This might involve giving them a hug when they come home, holding hands during a walk, or cuddling on the couch. How to receive. If your love language is physical touch, let your partner know how much you value physical affection. Share how it makes you feel loved and connected when they reach out to touch you. Communication is the foundation upon which healthy, thriving relationships are built. Whether through verbal exchanges, nonverbal cues, or active listening, effective communication fosters trust, intimacy, and mutual understanding. By mastering the art of conflict resolution, you can navigate the inevitable challenges that arise in relationships, turning conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Understanding and expressing love through the lens of love languages further enhances your ability to connect with your partner in meaningful ways. By recognizing how you and your partner give and receive love, you can ensure that your expressions of love are both received and appreciated. Ultimately, the key to a successful relationship lies in the continuous effort to communicate openly, listen actively, resolve conflicts constructively, and express love in ways that resonate deeply with both partners. By embracing these principles, you can build a relationship that is not only strong and resilient but also filled with love, understanding, and lasting joy. Chapter 9: Love and Attachment in Family Dynamics. The family is often the first place where we experience love, and the way love is expressed and received within a family has a profound impact on our psychological development. From the way parents show affection to the way they discipline, every aspect of family dynamics shapes our understanding of love and relationships. In this chapter, we'll explore the impact of parenting styles on a child's understanding of love and delve into how family love influences psychological development and mental health. Impact of parenting styles on love: how different parenting approaches shape a child's understanding of love. Parenting styles play a crucial role in how children learn to perceive and express love. The way parents interact with their children sets the foundation for their future relationships, influencing their attachment styles, self-esteem, and emotional regulation. Understanding the different parenting styles can provide insight into how they shape a child's understanding of love. Authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting is characterized by high responsiveness and high demands. Authoritative parents set clear boundaries and expectations while also being warm, supportive, and communicative. They encourage independence but also provide guidance and discipline when necessary. Impact on love: children raised by authoritative parents often develop a secure attachment style. They learn that love involves both warmth and boundaries, understanding that they are valued and respected even when rules are enforced. This balanced approach teaches children that love is consistent, supportive, and reliable, which can lead to healthier relationships in adulthood. Psychological outcomes: authoritative parenting typically results in higher self-esteem, better emotional regulation, and stronger social skills. These children are more likely to form secure, trusting relationships and have a positive outlook on love and connection. Authoritarian parenting. Authoritarian parenting involves high demands but low responsiveness. Authoritarian parents enforce strict rules and expect obedience without much warmth or emotional support. They often use punishment rather than positive reinforcement to enforce discipline. Impact on love: children raised by authoritarian parents may associate love with conditional approval. They learn that love and acceptance are contingent on meeting certain expectations, which can lead to an anxious or avoidant attachment style. These children might struggle with intimacy and trust in relationships, fearing rejection or criticism. Psychological outcomes: children of authoritarian parents often experience lower self-esteem and may have difficulty with emotional expression and regulation. They might either become overly compliant, constantly seeking approval, or rebellious, rejecting the strict control they experienced. These patterns can carry into adult relationships, leading to challenges in forming healthy attachments. Permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is characterized by high responsiveness but low demands. Permissive parents are indulgent and lenient, often avoiding confrontation and allowing their children significant freedom. They may be very affectionate but provide little guidance or discipline. Impact on love. Children raised by permissive parents may develop an understanding of love that is overly focused on emotional expression without boundaries. While they feel loved and accepted, they may struggle with self-discipline and understanding the importance of limits in relationships. This can lead to difficulties in managing expectations and responsibilities in adult relationships. Psychological outcomes. Permissive parenting can result in children who are impulsive, struggle with self-control, and may have issues with authority. In relationships, they might expect constant validation and struggle with handling conflict or rejection, as they have not been taught how to cope with limits or frustrations effectively. Uninvolved parenting. Uninvolved parenting is characterized by low responsiveness and low demands. Uninvolved parents are emotionally detached, providing little support, guidance, or discipline. Children raised in such environments often receive minimal attention and care. Impact on love. Children of uninvolved parents may develop an insecure attachment style, often feeling unloved and unworthy of attention. They may struggle to form deep connections and could develop a fearful avoidant attachment style, where they desire closeness but also fear it. This detachment can lead to significant challenges in forming and maintaining relationships. Psychological outcomes. Uninvolved parenting can lead to issues with self-esteem, emotional regulation, and social skills. These children may feel neglected and abandoned, leading to difficulties in trusting others and developing close relationships. In adulthood, they might avoid intimacy or become overly dependent on partners to fulfill unmet emotional needs. Family love and psychological development. How family relationships influence mental health. The love and relationships within a family setting are critical in shaping a child's psychological development and long-term mental health. The way love is expressed, conflicts are managed, and support is provided within a family has lasting effects on an individual's emotional well-being. The role of secure attachment. Secure attachment within a family fosters a sense of safety and stability. When children feel securely attached to their caregivers, they develop a strong foundation for mental health. They learn to trust others, regulate their emotions, and explore the world with confidence. Impact on mental health. Securely attached children are more likely to have positive self-esteem, resilience, and the ability to form healthy relationships. They typically grow up with a strong sense of identity and a belief in their own worth, which protects against anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. The influence of family dynamics. The overall dynamics within a family, such as how conflicts are handled, how emotions are expressed, and how support is provided, play a significant role in shaping a child's psychological development. Conflict resolution. Families that model healthy conflict resolution teach children how to manage disagreements in a constructive way. Children learn that conflicts are a normal part of relationships and that they can be resolved without damaging the underlying love and respect. Emotional expression. Families that encourage open emotional expression help children learn to identify and articulate their feelings. This emotional literacy is crucial for mental health, as it enables individuals to process their emotions rather than repress them. Support and encouragement. consistent support and encouragement within a family provide children with a sense of security and belonging. This emotional safety net helps them navigate life's challenges and fosters resilience in the face of adversity. The long-term effects of family love. The love and support experienced within a family have long-term effects that extend into adulthood. The way love is expressed and received within the family influences how individuals approach their own relationships, cope with stress, and manage their mental health. Relationship patterns. The attachment styles and relationship patterns learned in childhood often carry into adult relationships. Individuals who experienced secure, loving family environments are more likely to form healthy, stable relationships, while those from less supportive backgrounds may struggle with trust, intimacy, and emotional regulation. Coping mechanisms. Family love also shapes how individuals cope with stress and adversity. Those who grew up in supportive environments are more likely to have effective coping strategies, such as seeking social support or engaging in problem solving. Conversely, those from unsupportive families may resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as avoidance or substance abuse. Self-worth and identity. The sense of self-worth and identity formed within the family context has a lasting impact on mental health. Individuals who were consistently valued and supported by their families tend to have higher self-esteem and a stronger sense of identity. This foundation of self-worth protects against mental health issues like anxiety and depression. The impact of parenting styles and family love on a child's psychological development cannot be overstated. The way parents express love, set boundaries, and provide support shapes a child's understanding of love and influences their mental health throughout life. Whether through secure attachment, healthy conflict resolution, or emotional support, the love within a family lays the foundation for future relationships and psychological well-being. As you reflect on your own experiences with family love, consider how these early dynamics have shaped your approach to relationships and self-care. By understanding the profound influence of family dynamics, you can make more informed choices in your own relationships, fostering a healthy, supportive environment for yourself and your loved ones. Chapter 10: The Dark Side of Love, Obsession, Jealousy, and Control. Love is often seen as a powerful, positive force that brings people together and creates deep connections. However, there is a darker side to love that can manifest in unhealthy and destructive ways. When love becomes obsessive, jealous, or controlling, it can lead to toxic relationships that harm both partners. In this chapter, we'll explore the psychology behind obsessive love, the roots and impact of jealousy, how possessiveness and control manifest in relationships, and how to identify and deal with toxic relationship dynamics. Obsessive love, the psychology behind love addiction and stalking. Obsessive love occurs when intense feelings of love and attachment become all-consuming, leading to unhealthy behaviors such as love addiction or stalking. This type of love is characterized by an overwhelming need to possess the other person, often at the expense of one's own well-being and the well-being of the loved one. The nature of obsessive love. Obsessive love often stems from deep-seated insecurities, low self-esteem, or unresolved emotional trauma. Individuals who experience obsessive love may struggle with feelings of inadequacy or fear of abandonment, leading them to cling desperately to their partner or object of affection. Love addiction. Love addiction is a condition where an individual becomes addicted to the feelings of love and attachment, often to the point of obsession. This addiction can drive people to pursue relationships compulsively, even when they are harmful or unfulfilling. The need for constant validation and reassurance from a partner becomes a driving force in the person's life, leading to patterns of dependency and unhealthy attachment. Stalking. In extreme cases, obsessive love can lead to stalking behaviors, where the individual becomes fixated on the object of their affection and engages in intrusive or harassing actions. Stalking is often driven by a distorted belief that the person being pursued reciprocates or will eventually reciprocate the obsessive feelings, despite clear indications to the contrary. Psychological underpinnings. Obsessive love is often linked to psychological issues such as attachment disorders, personality disorders, or past trauma. Individuals who struggle with obsessive love may have experienced neglect, abandonment, or inconsistent caregiving in their early years, leading to an insecure attachment style. Insecure attachment. Those with insecure attachment styles, particularly anxious attachment, may be more prone to obsessive love. Their fear of abandonment and deep need for validation can fuel an intense preoccupation with their partner, leading to obsessive thoughts and behaviors. Personality disorders. Conditions such as borderline personality disorder, BPD, or narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, can also contribute to obsessive love. Individuals with BPD may experience intense emotions and fear of abandonment, while those with NPD may become obsessed with partners who fulfill their need for admiration and validation. Trauma and insecurity. Past emotional trauma, such as experiences of rejection or betrayal, can also lead to obsessive love. The individual may attempt to avoid the pain of abandonment by becoming overly attached and controlling in their relationships. Dealing with obsessive love. Recognizing the signs of obsessive love is the first step in addressing the issue. If you or someone you know is experiencing obsessive love, it's important to seek help from a mental health professional who can provide guidance and support. Therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and other therapeutic approaches can help individuals understand the underlying causes of their obsession and develop healthier ways of relating to others. Building self-esteem. Working on self-esteem and self-worth is crucial in overcoming obsessive love. By developing a stronger sense of self, individuals can reduce their dependency on others for validation and focus on building healthier, more balanced relationships. Setting boundaries. It's important to establish clear boundaries in relationships to prevent the development of obsessive behaviors. This includes respecting the other person's space, time, and independence, as well as seeking help when boundaries are crossed. Jealousy. Understanding the roots and impact of jealousy in relationships. Jealousy is a common emotion that can arise in relationships, but when left unchecked, it can become destructive. Understanding the roots of jealousy and its impact on relationships is essential for managing this emotion in a healthy way. The nature of jealousy. Jealousy often stems from a fear of losing something valuable, such as a partner's love or attention, to a perceived rival. It can be triggered by feelings of insecurity, inadequacy, or fear of abandonment. While occasional jealousy is normal, chronic or intense jealousy can harm a relationship. Insecurity and low self-esteem. Individuals who struggle with low self-esteem or insecurity are more likely to experience jealousy. They may doubt their worthiness of love and fear that their partner will find someone better, leading to feelings of jealousy and possessiveness. Past experiences. Previous experiences of betrayal, infidelity, or rejection can also contribute to jealousy. If someone has been hurt in the past, they may be more sensitive to potential threats in their current relationship, even if those threats are unfounded. Comparisons and social media. In today's digital age, social media can exacerbate jealousy by making it easy to compare oneself to others. Seeing a partner interact with others online or witnessing the seemingly perfect lives of others can trigger feelings of jealousy and inadequacy. The impact of jealousy on relationships. When jealousy becomes a dominant force in a relationship, it can lead to a range of negative outcomes, including mistrust, conflict, and emotional distance. Jealousy can erode the foundation of a relationship, making it difficult for partners to feel secure and connected. Erosion of trust. Jealousy often leads to suspicion and mistrust, even in the absence of concrete evidence. This mistrust can create a cycle of accusations and defensiveness, weakening the bond between partners. Increased conflict. Jealousy can trigger arguments and conflicts, as one partner may feel constantly scrutinized or accused. These conflicts can escalate, leading to resentment and a breakdown in communication. Emotional distance. Over time, jealousy can create emotional distance between partners. The constant tension and conflict may cause one or both partners to withdraw emotionally, reducing intimacy and connection. Managing jealousy in relationships. While jealousy is a natural emotion, it's important to manage it in a healthy way to prevent it from damaging the relationship. Here are some strategies for dealing with jealousy. Self-reflection. Take time to reflect on the root causes of your jealousy. Are these feelings based on past experiences, insecurities, or unfounded fears? Understanding the source of your jealousy can help you address it more effectively. Open communication. Talk openly with your partner about your feelings of jealousy. Express your concerns without blaming or accusing them. A supportive and understanding partner can help alleviate your fears and work with you to build trust. Building trust. Focus on building trust in your relationship by being open, honest, and reliable. Trust is the antidote to jealousy, and strengthening the trust between you and your partner can help reduce feelings of insecurity. Challenging negative thoughts. When jealousy arises, challenge the negative thoughts that accompany it. Ask yourself if there is evidence to support these thoughts or if they are based on assumptions. Reframing your thinking can help you manage jealousy more effectively. Possessiveness and control. How control manifests in relationships. Possessiveness and control are unhealthy dynamics that can manifest in relationships, often stemming from insecurity, fear, or a desire for power. While a certain level of attachment is natural in relationships, possessiveness and control go beyond healthy attachment, leading to toxic behaviors that undermine the relationship's foundation. The roots of possessiveness and control. Possessiveness and control often arise from deep-seated fears and insecurities. Individuals who feel inadequate or fear abandonment may try to exert control over their partner as a way to protect themselves from perceived threats. Fear of abandonment. Individuals who fear being abandoned may become possessive in an attempt to prevent their partner from leaving. This fear can lead to controlling behaviors, such as monitoring their partner's actions, restricting their interactions with others, or demanding constant reassurance. Insecurity and low self-esteem. Those with low self-esteem may doubt their worthiness of love and fear that their partner will find someone better. This insecurity can drive them to exert control over their partner in an effort to keep them from leaving or cheating. Past trauma. Previous experiences of betrayal or abandonment can also contribute to possessiveness and control. Someone who has been hurt in the past may develop a heightened need for control in their current relationship as a way to protect themselves from being hurt again. Manifestations of possessiveness and control. Possessiveness and control can manifest in various ways in a relationship, often creating an environment of tension and fear. Recognizing these behaviors is essential for addressing them before they escalate. Monitoring and surveillance. Possessive individuals may monitor their partner's activities, such as checking their phone, social media accounts, or tracking their whereabouts. This behavior stems from a lack of trust and a desire to exert control over the partner's interactions. Isolation. controlling partners may try to isolate their partner from friends, family, or social activities. This isolation serves to increase their control by reducing the partner's external support system and making them more dependent on the relationship. Demanding constant reassurance. Possessive individuals often demand constant reassurance of their partner's love and loyalty. This can take the form of frequent check-ins, demands for attention, or insistence on displays of affection. Jealousy and accusations. Possessiveness is often accompanied by jealousy, leading to unfounded accusations of infidelity or disloyalty. This behavior can create a toxic cycle of suspicion and defensiveness in the relationship. Toxic relationships, identifying and dealing with unhealthy dynamics. A toxic relationship is one in which the negative dynamics outweigh the positive, leading to emotional harm, stress, and unhappiness. Toxic relationships can involve a range of unhealthy behaviors, including manipulation, control, emotional abuse, and neglect. Recognizing the signs of a toxic relationship is crucial for protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Identifying toxic relationship dynamics. Toxic relationships often involve patterns of behavior that erode trust, respect, and emotional safety. These dynamics can develop gradually, making them difficult to recognize until significant harm has been done. Manipulation and gaslighting. Manipulation is a common tactic in toxic relationships, where one partner seeks to control or influence the other for their own benefit. Gaslighting is a specific form of manipulation where the manipulative partner makes the other doubt their own perceptions, memories, or sanity. Emotional abuse. Emotional abuse involves behaviors that undermine a partner's self-esteem, independence, and emotional well-being. This can include constant criticism, belittling, humiliation, or threats. Emotional abuse can be just as damaging as physical abuse, leaving deep psychological scars. Neglect and withholding affection. Neglect occurs when a partner consistently fails to meet the other's emotional needs. This can involve withholding affection, attention, or support, leading to feelings of loneliness and rejection. Neglect can be particularly harmful because it often goes unnoticed, eroding the relationship over time. Power imbalances. Toxic relationships often involve significant power imbalances, where one partner exerts control over the other. This can manifest in financial control, decision-making dominance, or restricting the other's freedom and independence. The impact of toxic relationships on mental health. Toxic relationships can have severe and lasting effects on mental health, leading to issues such as anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The constant stress and emotional turmoil of a toxic relationship can erode a person's sense of self-worth and well-being. Anxiety and depression. The chronic stress of a toxic relationship can lead to anxiety and depression, as the individual may feel trapped, powerless, or constantly on edge. The unpredictability and instability of the relationship can exacerbate these mental health issues. Low self-esteem. Toxic relationships often involve behaviors that undermine a person's confidence and self-worth. Over time, the individual may internalize the negative messages they receive, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. In severe cases, particularly where there has been emotional or physical abuse, the individual may develop PTSD. This condition involves symptoms such as flashbacks, hypervigilance, and emotional numbness, making it difficult to move on from the relationship. Dealing with toxic relationships. If you find yourself in a toxic relationship, it's important to take steps to protect yourself and seek support. Dealing with a toxic relationship often involves making difficult decisions, including whether to stay and work on the relationship or to leave for your own well-being. Recognizing the signs. The first step in dealing with a toxic relationship is recognizing the signs. Be honest with yourself about the dynamics in your relationship and whether they are healthy or harmful. Seeking support. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or a therapist for support. Having an external perspective can help you see the situation more clearly and provide the encouragement you need to take action. Setting boundaries. If you choose to stay in the relationship, it's essential to set and enforce clear boundaries. Communicate your needs and expectations, and be prepared to take action if those boundaries are not respected. Considering leaving. In some cases, the healthiest option may be to leave the relationship. This can be a difficult and emotional decision, but it's important to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. If you decide to leave, make a plan for your safety and seek support from loved ones or professionals. Healing and recovery. After leaving a toxic relationship, it's important to focus on healing and recovery. This may involve therapy, self-care practices, and rebuilding your sense of self-worth. Healing from a toxic relationship takes time, but with support and self-compassion, it is possible to move forward and create healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. Love, when healthy and balanced, can be one of the most rewarding experiences in life. However, when it becomes obsessive, jealous, or controlling, it can lead to toxic dynamics that are harmful to both partners. Understanding the psychology behind obsessive love, the roots and impact of jealousy, and the ways in which possessiveness and control manifest in relationships is crucial for maintaining healthy, respectful connections. If you find yourself in a relationship with toxic elements, it's important to recognize the signs and take steps to address the issues, whether through open communication, setting boundaries, or seeking professional support. Ultimately, your mental and emotional well-being should always be a priority. By fostering healthy relationship dynamics and addressing any toxic behaviors early on, you can build a foundation of love that is supportive, respectful, and enriching for both partners. Chapter 11, Love and Loss, the Psychology of Breakups and Grief. The end of a relationship can be one of the most painful experiences in life. Whether the breakup is mutual or one-sided, the loss of a significant connection often triggers a deep emotional response that can be overwhelming. Understanding the process of grieving a relationship, learning healthy coping mechanisms, recognizing the psychological impact of breakups, and finding growth through grief are essential steps in healing and moving forward. This chapter explores these key areas to provide insight and guidance during one of life's most challenging transitions. The process of grieving a relationship, understanding the stages of grief after a breakup. Grieving the end of a relationship is a complex process that mirrors the stages of grief typically associated with the death of a loved one. The emotions you experience can be intense and varied, often shifting rapidly from one stage to another. 1. Denial. Denial is often the first stage of grief following a breakup. In this phase, it can be difficult to fully accept that the relationship has ended. You might find yourself holding on to hope that things will change, or you may struggle to believe that the breakup is real. Common thoughts: this can't be happening, maybe they'll change their mind, or we just need a little time apart. Impact. Denial serves as a defense mechanism that helps cushion the initial shock of the breakup. However, staying in denial for too long can delay the healing process. 2. Anger. As the reality of the breakup begins to set in, anger often follows. This anger can be directed at your ex-partner, yourself, or even the situation as a whole. You might feel frustrated about how things ended, or you may blame your ex-partner for the pain you're experiencing. Common thoughts: how could they do this to me? I wasted so much time, or they'll regret leaving me. Impact. While anger is a natural part of the grieving process, it's important to manage it constructively. Holding on to anger for too long can lead to bitterness and prevent you from moving on. 3. Bargaining. During the bargaining stage, you might find yourself reflecting on the relationship and wondering what you could have done differently to prevent the breakup. This stage often involves a lot of what if and if only thinking, as you attempt to make sense of what happened. Common thoughts: if only I had been more attentive, what if we tried counseling, or maybe if I change, we can make it work. Impact. Bargaining can lead to feelings of guilt and regret, as you may blame yourself for the breakup. It's important to recognize that relationships are complex and that both partners contribute to their success or failure. 4. Depression. Depression is one of the most challenging stages of grief. During this phase, you may feel an overwhelming sense of sadness, loneliness, and despair. It can be difficult to imagine life without your ex-partner, and you may struggle with a sense of hopelessness. Common thoughts: I'll never find someone like them, I'm going to be alone forever, or I don't know how to move on. Impact. While it's normal to feel sad after a breakup, prolonged depression can affect your mental and physical health. It's important to seek support if you're struggling to cope with these feelings. 5. Acceptance. Acceptance is the final stage of grief, where you begin to come to terms with the end of the relationship. While the pain may not completely disappear, you start to find peace with the situation and begin to focus on moving forward. Common thoughts: it's over, and I'm going to be okay, I can learn from this experience, or I'm ready to start healing. Impact. Acceptance allows you to let go of the past and start focusing on your future. It's a sign that you're beginning to heal and are ready to embrace new possibilities. Coping mechanisms. Healthy ways to cope with the end of a relationship. Coping with the end of a relationship requires a combination of emotional, mental, and physical strategies. Healthy coping mechanisms can help you navigate the pain of a breakup and support your journey toward healing. 1. Allow yourself to feel. It's important to acknowledge and process your emotions rather than suppressing them. Allow yourself to feel the pain, sadness, and anger that come with a breakup. Bottling up your emotions can prolong the healing process and lead to unresolved grief. Strategies: journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or expressing your feelings through art or music can help you process your emotions. 2. Seek support. Lean on your support system during this difficult time. Whether it's friends, family, or a support group, surrounding yourself with people who care about you can provide comfort and perspective. Strategies: don't hesitate to reach out to loved ones for a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. Consider joining a support group where you can connect with others who are going through similar experiences. 3. Focus on self-care. Taking care of your physical and mental well-being is crucial after a breakup. Self-care activities can help you regain your sense of self and provide relief from emotional pain. Strategies: engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as exercising, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or indulging in a hobby. Prioritize your sleep, nutrition, and physical health to support your overall well-being. 4. Set boundaries. After a breakup, it's important to set boundaries with your ex-partner to protect your emotional health. This might mean limiting or cutting off contact, especially in the early stages of healing. Strategies: consider unfollowing or muting your ex on social media, avoiding places where you might run into them, and communicating clearly about the need for space. These boundaries can help you focus on your own healing without being constantly reminded of the relationship. 5. Rediscover yourself. Breakups can provide an opportunity to reconnect with yourself and rediscover your interests, passions, and goals. Use this time to focus on your personal growth and self-discovery. Strategies: revisit old hobbies, explore new activities, or set new goals for yourself. This is a time to focus on what makes you happy and fulfilled as an individual, outside of the relationship. Psychological impact of breakups: how breakups affect mental health. Breakups can have a significant impact on mental health, leading to a range of emotional and psychological challenges. Understanding these effects can help you navigate the healing process and seek support when needed. 1. Emotional distress. The emotional distress following a breakup can be intense and overwhelming. You may experience a range of emotions, including sadness, anger, confusion, and loneliness. These emotions are a normal part of the grieving process, but they can take a toll on your mental health. Symptoms: mood swings, irritability, feelings of hopelessness, and a lack of motivation are common during this time. It's important to recognize these symptoms and address them through healthy coping mechanisms. 2. Anxiety and depression. For some, the end of a relationship can trigger or exacerbate anxiety and depression. The loss of a significant connection, combined with feelings of rejection or uncertainty about the future, can lead to heightened anxiety or depressive symptoms. Symptoms: persistent sadness, loss of interest in activities, changes in sleep or appetite, feelings of worthlessness, and excessive worry are all signs that anxiety or depression may be affecting your mental health. 3. Impact on self-esteem. Breakups can have a profound impact on self-esteem, particularly if the relationship ended on difficult terms. You may find yourself questioning your worth, attractiveness, or ability to maintain a healthy relationship. Symptoms: negative self-talk, feelings of inadequacy, and self-doubt can all arise after a breakup. These feelings can be challenging to overcome, but it's important to work on rebuilding your self-esteem. 4. Loss of identity. In long-term relationships, your identity can become intertwined with your partner's. After a breakup, you may feel a sense of loss or confusion about who you are without the relationship. Symptoms: feeling lost, uncertain, or disconnected from your sense of self can be common after a breakup. It's important to take time to reconnect with yourself and rediscover your identity. Growth through grief. How loss can lead to personal growth and self-discovery. While breakups are undeniably painful, they can also be opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. By embracing the grieving process and allowing yourself to heal, you can emerge stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. 1. Building resilience. Going through a breakup forces you to confront difficult emotions and navigate challenging circumstances. This process can build emotional resilience, helping you to cope with future difficulties more effectively. Growth. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. By learning to cope with the pain of a breakup, you develop the strength and confidence to handle other challenges that life may throw your way. 2. Gaining self-awareness. Breakups often prompt deep self-reflection. As you process the end of the relationship, you may gain valuable insights into your own behaviors, patterns, and needs. Growth. Increased self-awareness allows you to understand your role in the relationship's dynamics and identify areas for personal growth. This insight can help you make healthier choices in future relationships. 3. Reconnecting with personal goals. The end of a relationship can serve as a catalyst for reconnecting with your personal goals and aspirations. Without the influence of a partner, you may feel more empowered to pursue your dreams and focus on what truly matters to you. Growth. Use this time to set new goals, both big and small. Whether it's advancing in your career, pursuing a passion, or improving your health, focusing on personal growth can provide a sense of purpose and direction. 4. Developing healthier relationship patterns. Reflecting on a past relationship can help you identify unhealthy patterns or behaviors that you want to change. This awareness can lead to more fulfilling and balanced relationships in the future. Growth. By learning from your past experiences, you can develop healthier relationship habits, such as better communication, stronger boundaries, and greater emotional intelligence. This growth sets the stage for more successful and satisfying relationships in the future. Breakups are challenging, painful, and often overwhelming, but they also offer an opportunity for profound personal growth and self-discovery. By understanding the stages of grief, adopting healthy coping mechanisms, acknowledging the psychological impact of breakups, and embracing the potential for growth through grief, you can navigate this difficult period with resilience and grace. Remember, healing takes time, and it's important to be patient and compassionate with yourself as you move through this process. Each step you take toward healing brings you closer to a stronger, more self-aware version of yourself, ready to embrace new possibilities and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. Chapter 12: Love Across the Lifespan. Love is a journey that begins in childhood and evolves throughout our lives, taking on new forms and meanings as we age. Our early experiences with love and attachment shape our understanding of relationships and influence how we connect with others as we grow older. As we move through different stages of life, our perception of love matures, reflecting our changing priorities, experiences, and self-awareness. In this chapter, we will explore childhood and adolescent love and examine the evolution of love as we age and mature. Childhood and adolescent love, early experiences of love and attachment. The foundation for how we experience and express love is laid in early childhood. Our first interactions with caregivers teach us about trust, security, and affection, forming the basis for our future relationships. Attachment in early childhood. Attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby and later expanded by Mary Ainsworth, explains how the bonds we form with our primary caregivers in early childhood shape our emotional and relational development. These early attachments influence how we view ourselves, others, and the world around us. Secure attachment. Children who experience consistent, responsive, and nurturing care are likely to develop a secure attachment style. These children learn that they can trust others to meet their needs, leading to a sense of safety and confidence in exploring the world. In future relationships, individuals with secure attachment are generally more trusting, open, and able to form healthy bonds. Insecure attachment. Conversely, children who experience inconsistent, neglectful, or overly intrusive care may develop insecure attachment styles, such as anxious, avoidant, or disorganized attachment. These children may struggle with trust, fear rejection, or become overly dependent on others. In adulthood, insecure attachment can manifest as difficulties in forming stable, satisfying relationships. The role of family love. The love and affection children receive from their families play a crucial role in shaping their understanding of love. The way parents express love to their children, as well as to each other, serves as a model for how children will approach relationships. Parental influence. Parents who show love through affection, praise, and support help their children develop a positive self-image and a healthy understanding of relationships. Children learn that love involves care, respect, and mutual support. Sibling relationships. Sibling relationships also contribute to a child's understanding of love. Siblings can be sources of companionship, rivalry, and support. These relationships teach children about sharing, empathy, and conflict resolution, skills that are essential in romantic relationships later in life. Adolescent love. As children enter adolescence, their understanding of love begins to expand beyond the family. Adolescence is a time of exploration, where individuals start to experience romantic love and develop their own identity within relationships. Crushes and infatuation. Adolescents often experience intense feelings of infatuation or crushes as they begin to explore romantic attraction. These early experiences are often idealized and may be more about the idea of love than the reality of a relationship. Peer influence. Friends and peer groups play a significant role in shaping adolescents' views on love and relationships. Adolescents often look to their peers for guidance and validation, which can influence their choices in relationships and their understanding of love. First relationships. Many adolescents experience their first romantic relationships during this stage. These relationships, while often short-lived, are important for developing relational skills such as communication, empathy, and compromise. They also provide opportunities to learn about boundaries, trust, and emotional intimacy. The evolution of love. How love changes as we age and mature. As we move from adolescence into adulthood, our understanding and experience of love continue to evolve. Love in adulthood is shaped by a deeper sense of self, greater life experience, and changing priorities. Young adulthood. Romantic exploration and commitment. In young adulthood, love is often characterized by exploration and the pursuit of romantic relationships. This stage is marked by the search for intimacy and the desire to form lasting partnerships. Exploration and experimentation. Young adults often explore different types of relationships and partners as they seek to understand what they want in a long-term partner. This period of exploration is important for learning about one's own needs, preferences, and boundaries in relationships. Passion and intensity. Romantic love in young adulthood is often intense and passionate, driven by strong emotions and the desire for connection. This stage may involve deep emotional attachments, and for many, it is the time when they experience falling in love for the first time. Commitment and partnership. As young adults gain more experience and self-awareness, they may begin to seek more stable and committed relationships. This is often the stage where individuals consider long-term commitments such as marriage or cohabitation. The focus shifts from passion to building a life together, with shared goals and responsibilities. Middle adulthood. Love, family, and stability. In middle adulthood, love often takes on a more mature and stable form. This stage is characterized by the balancing of romantic love with other life responsibilities, such as career, family, and personal growth. Mature love. Love in middle adulthood is often less about the intensity of passion and more about deep companionship, mutual respect, and shared life experiences. Couples who have been together for a long time may experience a deepening of their bond as they navigate the challenges and rewards of life together. Family and parenting. For many, middle adulthood is a time when the focus shifts to family and parenting. The love between partners often becomes intertwined with the love they share for their children. Parenting together can strengthen the bond between partners, but it can also present challenges as they navigate different parenting styles and the demands of family life. Career and personal growth. Middle adulthood is also a time when individuals may focus on career advancement and personal growth. Balancing these demands with a romantic relationship requires communication, compromise, and a strong foundation of trust and support. Late adulthood. Love, legacy, and companionship. As individuals enter late adulthood, their experience of love continues to evolve, often focusing on companionship, legacy, and reflection. Companionship and deep connection. In late adulthood, love often centers on companionship and the deep connection that has been built over years of shared experiences. Couples who have weathered the ups and downs of life together may find that their bond is stronger than ever, characterized by a profound sense of understanding and mutual support. Reflecting on legacy. As individuals age, they may reflect on the legacy of their relationships, how their love has impacted their children, grandchildren, and community. This reflection can bring a sense of fulfillment and peace, knowing that their love has contributed to something greater than themselves. Coping with loss and change. Late adulthood can also bring challenges, such as the loss of a partner or changes in health. The love and support of family and friends become especially important during this time. For those who lose a partner, the grief can be profound, but it can also lead to a deep appreciation for the love that was shared. Rediscovering love. Some individuals in late adulthood may experience a rekindling of love or even find new love. Whether it's reconnecting with a long-lost partner or forming a new relationship, love in late adulthood can be just as meaningful and fulfilling as in earlier stages of life. Love is not a static emotion, it evolves and changes throughout our lives, reflecting our growth, experiences, and changing circumstances. From the early attachments formed in childhood to the passionate explorations of young adulthood, the stable partnerships of middle age, and the deep companionship of late adulthood, love takes on different meanings and forms as we age. Understanding the different stages of love can help us navigate our relationships with greater awareness and compassion. By recognizing how our early experiences shape our views on love and appreciating the ways in which love evolves over time, we can approach our relationships with a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Whether you are just beginning your journey of love or reflecting on a lifetime of relationships, it is important to remember that love is a dynamic force that continues to grow and change with us. Embracing the evolution of love allows us to experience its many dimensions, from the excitement of new love to the comfort of enduring companionship. Chapter 13: Self-Love and Psychological Well-Being. Self-love is often spoken about as a key component of mental and emotional well-being, yet it is one of the most challenging concepts to fully embrace and practice. True self-love is not just about feeling good about oneself but involves a deep and enduring appreciation for who you are, regardless of external validation or life's ups and downs. This chapter explores the concept of self-love, examines the connection between self-esteem and love, offers practices for cultivating self-love, and discusses strategies for overcoming barriers to truly loving oneself. The concept of self-love, what it means to truly love oneself. Self-love is the foundation upon which all other forms of love and healthy relationships are built. It is the practice of accepting yourself as you are while also committing to your own growth and well-being. Self-love is not about selfishness or arrogance, rather, it's about recognizing your intrinsic worth and treating yourself with the same compassion, kindness, and respect that you would offer to a loved one. Understanding self-love. At its core, self-love means valuing yourself as a person, regardless of your flaws, mistakes, or shortcomings. It involves self-acceptance, embracing all aspects of yourself, including the parts that you may perceive as less desirable. This includes accepting your physical appearance, personality traits, and even your past mistakes. Self-acceptance is about acknowledging that you are worthy of love and respect, just as you are. Self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially in moments of failure or difficulty. Self-compassion involves being gentle with yourself when you're struggling, rather than being harsh or self-critical. Self-respect, setting boundaries and making choices that reflect your values and priorities. Self-respect means honoring your own needs and desires, rather than constantly putting others' needs above your own. Self-care, taking proactive steps to care for your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This includes everything from maintaining a healthy lifestyle to nurturing your emotional health through hobbies, relaxation, and social connections. The importance of self-love. Self-love is crucial because it forms the basis for how you relate to yourself and others. When you love yourself, you are more likely to engage in behaviors that support your well-being and foster healthy relationships. Emotional resilience. Self-love helps build emotional resilience, enabling you to cope with life's challenges without being overwhelmed by self-doubt or insecurity. When you have a strong foundation of self-love, you are less likely to be swayed by external criticism or negative experiences. Healthy relationships. The way you love yourself sets the standard for how others will love you. When you practice self-love, you naturally establish boundaries and choose relationships that are supportive and respectful. Conversely, a lack of self-love can lead to unhealthy relationships where you may tolerate mistreatment or neglect. Personal growth. Self-love encourages continuous personal growth and self-improvement. When you love yourself, you are motivated to pursue your goals, take care of your health, and seek out experiences that enrich your life. Self-esteem and love, the connection between self-esteem and relationship health. Self-esteem, or the sense of self-worth, plays a significant role in both your relationship with yourself and your relationships with others. High self-esteem is often linked to healthier and more fulfilling relationships, while low self-esteem can lead to challenges in both personal and romantic connections. The role of self-esteem in relationships. Your level of self-esteem affects how you perceive yourself in relationships and how you interact with others. It influences your ability to give and receive love, set boundaries, and communicate effectively. Confidence in love. Individuals with high self-esteem are generally more confident in their relationships. They feel secure in their worth and are less likely to seek constant reassurance from their partners. This confidence fosters trust, open communication, and mutual respect in relationships. Healthy boundaries. High self-esteem allows you to set and maintain healthy boundaries in relationships. When you value yourself, you are more likely to demand respect and refuse to tolerate behaviors that are harmful or disrespectful. This leads to more balanced and equitable relationships. Emotional independence. People with strong self-esteem are emotionally independent, meaning they do not rely solely on their partners for validation or happiness. They can enjoy fulfilling relationships while also maintaining their own sense of identity and purpose. Challenges of low self-esteem in relationships. On the other hand, low self-esteem can create difficulties in relationships, often leading to patterns of insecurity, dependency, and conflict. Insecurity and jealousy. Low self-esteem often manifests as insecurity and jealousy in relationships. When you don't feel good about yourself, you may constantly worry that your partner will leave or find someone better, leading to clinginess, suspicion, or unnecessary arguments. Fear of rejection. People with low self-esteem may have a heightened fear of rejection or abandonment. This fear can lead to self-sabotaging behaviors, such as pushing others away before they have a chance to reject you, or staying in unhealthy relationships out of fear of being alone. Difficulty communicating needs. Low self-esteem can make it challenging to express your needs and desires in a relationship. You may fear that voicing your needs will lead to conflict or rejection, so you may stay silent or put others' needs above your own, leading to resentment and dissatisfaction. Practices for cultivating self-love. Strategies for improving self-love and self-care. Cultivating self-love is an ongoing process that requires intention, practice, and patience. By incorporating self-love practices into your daily life, you can strengthen your relationship with yourself and enhance your overall well-being. 1. Practice self-compassion. One of the most effective ways to cultivate self-love is by practicing self-compassion. This means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. Mindful self-talk. Pay attention to your inner dialogue and challenge any negative or self-critical thoughts. Replace them with affirming and compassionate statements. For example, instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," you might say, "I'm doing my best, and it's okay to make mistakes." Forgive yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes without harsh judgment. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and that these experiences are opportunities for growth. Practice forgiving yourself for past mistakes and letting go of the guilt or shame associated with them. 2. Set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of self-love. Boundaries help protect your energy, time, and emotional well-being, allowing you to focus on what truly matters to you. Learn to say no. Understand that it's okay to say no to things that do not serve your well-being. Saying no is not about being selfish, it's about recognizing your limits and prioritizing your needs. Practice saying no in a way that is respectful but firm, and remember that you don't need to justify your decisions to others. Identify your limits. Take time to reflect on what you are comfortable with in various aspects of your life, whether it's in relationships, work, or personal commitments. Clearly define your limits and communicate them to others. This helps ensure that you're not overextending yourself or compromising your values. Protect your time and energy. Be mindful of how you spend your time and who you spend it with. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and minimize time spent with those who drain your energy or bring negativity into your life. 3. Engage in regular self-care. Self-care is a critical component of self-love. It involves taking proactive steps to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health. Regular self-care practices help you maintain balance and prevent burnout. Physical self-care. Prioritize activities that promote physical well-being, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep. Physical self-care also includes listening to your body's needs and addressing them promptly, whether it's taking a break when you're tired or seeking medical attention when necessary. Emotional self-care. Emotional self-care involves engaging in activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. This could include hobbies, spending time in nature, journaling, or practicing mindfulness and meditation. It's also important to allow yourself to feel and process your emotions rather than suppressing them. Mental self-care. Keep your mind sharp and healthy by engaging in activities that stimulate your intellect and creativity. This might include reading, learning new skills, or engaging in creative projects. Mental self-care also involves setting aside time for reflection and introspection to ensure you're aligned with your values and goals. 4. Cultivate gratitude and positivity. Gratitude and positivity are powerful tools for enhancing self-love. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life and expressing gratitude for what you have, you can shift your mindset towards a more loving and appreciative view of yourself. Gratitude journaling. Start a daily gratitude journal where you write down things you're grateful for each day. This practice helps you focus on the positives in your life and reminds you of the abundance around you, which can boost your sense of self-worth. Positive affirmations. Use positive affirmations to reinforce your self-love. These are statements that affirm your value, capabilities, and worthiness of love. For example, you might say, "I am worthy of love and respect," or I trust myself to make the best decisions for my life. Surround yourself with positivity. Create an environment that supports a positive mindset. This might involve curating your social media feeds to include uplifting content, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. 5. Reflect and grow. Self-love is a journey that involves continuous growth and self-improvement. Regular reflection on your thoughts, behaviors, and experiences can help you identify areas where you might need to focus more on self-love. Regular self-reflection. Set aside time each week or month to reflect on your self-love journey. Ask yourself questions like, how have I shown myself love this week? Or, what areas of my life need more attention and care? Use this time to celebrate your progress and identify areas for growth. Embrace change and growth. Understand that self-love evolves as you grow and change. Be open to new ways of practicing self-love and be willing to adapt your self-care routines as needed. Embrace the idea that loving yourself means being committed to your ongoing growth and well-being. Overcoming barriers to self-love, addressing self-criticism and low self-worth. Even with the best intentions, many people struggle with barriers to self-love, such as self-criticism, low self-worth, and ingrained negative beliefs. Overcoming these barriers is essential for cultivating a healthy relationship with yourself. 1. Recognize and challenge negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is one of the most common barriers to self-love. It involves the internal dialogue that criticizes, doubts, or belittles you, often without you even realizing it. Identify negative thoughts. The first step to overcoming negative self-talk is to become aware of it. Pay attention to your internal dialogue and notice when you're being self-critical. Common examples include thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I always mess things up, or I don't deserve happiness. Challenge these thoughts. Once you've identified negative self-talk, challenge its validity. Ask yourself if these thoughts are based on facts or if they're distorted by your fears and insecurities. Replace negative thoughts with more balanced and compassionate ones, such as, I'm doing my best, and that's enough, or it's okay to make mistakes, I'm learning and growing. 2. Address low self-worth. Low self-worth often stems from past experiences, such as childhood trauma, bullying, or ongoing criticism. These experiences can lead to deeply ingrained beliefs that you are not worthy of love, respect, or success. Explore the root causes. Reflect on where your feelings of low self-worth originate. Understanding the root causes can help you address and heal from these experiences. This process may involve therapy or counseling, where you can work through past traumas and develop a healthier self-image. Reframe your beliefs. Begin to reframe your beliefs about yourself. Recognize that your worth is not determined by your past, your mistakes, or others' opinions of you. Practice affirming your intrinsic value and recognizing your strengths and accomplishments. 3. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness, both of yourself and others, is a powerful tool for overcoming barriers to self-love. Holding on to guilt, shame, or resentment can prevent you from fully loving and accepting yourself. Forgive yourself. Allow yourself to let go of past mistakes and failures. Understand that everyone makes mistakes, and these experiences do not define your worth. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you are deserving of forgiveness and love. Forgive others. Holding on to resentment or anger towards others can also hinder your ability to love yourself. By forgiving those who have hurt you, you release the negative emotions that may be holding you back. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather freeing yourself from the burden of carrying those negative emotions. 4. Seek support. Overcoming barriers to self-love can be challenging, especially if you've struggled with self-criticism or low self-worth for a long time. Seeking support from a therapist, counselor, or support group can provide the guidance and encouragement you need to cultivate self-love. Therapy and counseling, working with a mental health professional, can help you explore the underlying issues contributing to low self-worth and self-criticism. Therapy can provide tools and strategies for building self-esteem, improving self-compassion, and developing a healthier relationship with yourself. Support groups. Joining a support group can connect you with others who are on a similar journey towards self-love. Sharing your experiences and hearing from others can provide valuable insights and help you feel less alone in your struggles. Self-love is a vital component of mental and emotional well-being, influencing every aspect of your life, including your relationships, career, and overall happiness. By understanding the concept of self-love, recognizing the connection between self-esteem and relationship health, and practicing strategies to cultivate self-love, you can build a strong foundation for a fulfilling and meaningful life. Overcoming barriers to self-love, such as self-criticism and low self-worth, is a crucial part of this journey. With patience, compassion, and support, you can learn to treat yourself with the kindness and respect you deserve, ultimately leading to a more confident, empowered, and loving relationship with yourself. Remember, self-love is not a destination but an ongoing process. It requires continuous effort, reflection, and growth. As you embark on this journey, be gentle with yourself, celebrate your progress, and embrace the person you are becoming. You are worthy of love, especially your own. As you reach the end of this exploration into the depths of love, it's important to remember that the journey doesn't stop here. Love is the most profound force that connects us all, transcending boundaries, cultures, and time. It is the foundation of our relationships, the essence of our humanity, and the key to a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. Throughout this book, we've delved into the psychology of love, unraveling its complexities and uncovering the ways it shapes our lives. From understanding the nature of love and its biological roots to navigating the challenges of relationships and embracing self-love, each chapter has offered insights and tools to help you cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections.